town. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometime Chris Walker. I think Chris Walker coming on. He said he's going to come on in a little bit and agitate y'all a little bit. So he'll be on soon. But welcome. Today is Thursday, our baby Friday, because Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So we consider this our Friday, and we going to have a ball today. I got some stuff I want to share with you today. I want some people I want to shop, but let me get my starting five out the way. Let's get over here to the business of starting five. Let me get all my devices together and make sure I recognize everybody. Let me see. Let me tell you something I got. I'm going to go to YouTube. We got Ivan Pettit on YouTube. We got Corey Willis. We got Daryl Anderson. We got Robert Young. And we got Eric Boone is in the house. My dude's in the house. Hold on. Hey, man. Boone threw two birdies in there. Man, a broke clock can be right twice a day, I guess. Let's see. Who else we got? Let me see. Okay, let me go. So on Facebook we got Chris Charles, Status Moody, Chris Mark. Did I say Daryl Anderson twice? Daryl Anderson, Belinda Jenikin, and Mate Cora. They in the building over there. Share the show now. Some unique stuff. I'm talking about some. I got something for y'all today. First of all, I want to shout out to my main man, Willie Sullivan. I didn't shout him out, Coach. I told y'all I'm going to be shouting out people all week from this great tournament behind me, the Vernon Dean Foundation tournament, the best golf tournament I've been to. And I've been to them around the country. My partner called me because Steve Harvey had one this weekend in Atlanta. Wait a minute. It was yesterday. No, I'm sorry. Yesterday in Atlanta. I said, I don't care what you had in Atlanta. It wasn't better than the Vernon Dean tournament. So I just wanted to show that to y'all. But shout out to Willie Sullivan. He brought a crew. Willie Sullivan, a TSU alumni, one of the greatest every TSU game when I'm on the road, he's always there. Great TSU alum. He one of the top ones. I mean, if it's some better than Mr. Sullivan, let me tell you something. I want to know who they are. They got to be bad. And he had Marcella Singleton. If you go to the TSU gymnasium, you look up in the city, you got Kevin Granger, we got Harry Kelly up there, but over to the left, Marcella Singleton, one of the great point guards of TSU history. I didn't know nothing about him until I started calling the games. He was at the golf tournament. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. TSU supported me. I should have shouted y'all out, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna shout y'all out from the mountaintop. Let's see what else went on. Got a little couple of things. Let me see. Did I put some stuff on there? Hold up, man. Did I add it to the show? Oh, I just got a little stuff. These are some of the people who came out to the golf tournament and supported us as my team. Terry Chico, the guy to the left. We're going to talk about him shortly. He's running for the Senate seat. Young black man running against Ted Cruz. And we got to support it, y'all. I'm going to send a link out. Look for the link. That's the part I was riding around on. That's Robert Young right there. In his outfit, he won best dress. That's the team, the winning team. Patrick Navarro. Who else we got? Brent Parsonnell. Upshaw. That's me with the young kids. And that's us all together. It was unbelievable event. And that's me greeting all young kids. From the South, not South, from the Boys Girls That's Bernadine right there, just in case you didn't know. Two-time Super Bowl champion, Bernadine. That's my young lady Erica. She had a lot of art on her back. And I guess they put that big button around, messing around. Great time. I know next year, when I mention this to you, I hope you think enough to say, hey man, let's go out and support this thing. Great cause. I just wanted to put those pictures. I did that myself. I just put those pictures together. Didn't do too much. Just put it together. A few pictures who were taking the photo creds go to Gary Carter and Jeffrey Day, two young men I love in this community. They also sent me this video this morning. Check this out.
My man. What's up, baby?
I'm gonna go back a little bit because I want y'all to take a good look at this young man, Terry Chinko. He went to school with my son.
What's up, baby?
And I'm gonna pause it because this is the young man. What I love about him. I said, dude, you ain't but 28 years old, man. How you running? You got to be 30 to be a senator, a senator. Guess what he told me? By the time I take oath of office, I'll be 30. Unbelievable confidence. I'm gonna show him to you. That's him right there on your right. I'm introducing him to Vernon Dean at the young kid running against Ted Cruz. Y'all talking about y'all didn't like Ted Cruz going to Cancun? Do something about it. I'm gonna post a link on all of our social media, and I want y'all to give. It don't matter how much you give. Give. If a lot of us give just a little bit, it'll add up to a lot. And I just wanted to, that's the young man right there in the, I guess, peach color shirt, whatever color shirt that is. Just wanted to share that with y'all. That's him with the team, Fred, and that's the young man was drawing a picture of Eric Dickinson right there on the spot. That's Kelton Solomon in the building. Solomon, Brian Wine was there. Man, it was just a great, Cleopatra's is in the house. Cigar, unbelievable. Check it out. There go Rob, hitting that thing down the middle. That's Patrick Navarro. That was Miss Erica right there. That's my man Fred Carcel. Bad man. That's Marcellus Upshaw. This is the guy, the trick shot artist. He had a left-handed club. Oh, it was unbelievable. That me chipping it close. You know how I do. But y'all, let me tell you something. And I know y'all need to understand. When I invite you to something, you better show up. Because it's that's the kind of stuff we was doing. It's a fun game, man.
What's up, baby?
You know, I know I don't like golf. I'm not gonna play no golf. It's all right. You don't have to come. But tell your friends, tell another friend. But that was crazy. That golf cart didn't have nothing to do with burnt orange at all. We didn't have Texas Longhorn in mind as Harley Davidson. We had nothing Texas Longhorn had anything to do with that. Y'all, this man always got to put something like that. So y'all don't think I'm talking to myself. Thank God for the golf cart was burnt orange. That wasn't burnt orange. That was another kind of orange. It wasn't burnt. Kevin, okay, hold up. He said he had an awesome time. Kelton, I had to. Let me tell y'all something. When you go do something like that, your first time doing something, over 90 golfers came out, and support you. And it rained and nobody complained. I think the reason they didn't complain because Kelton made sure that everybody had some wine. So that was good. So just shout out to everybody. There's a lot of camps going on around the country. I happened to go to Rice Camp the other day. I think U of H Camp going to start their team camp tomorrow. But I had to share with y'all something from the camp from my school. Share the show, everybody. Share the show. Thumbs up on if you on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube, just hit the thumbs up button right now. Share the show right now, everybody. So people can know. People can know because some people are not getting a notification. For some reason, they got them turned off. They can, but you know, I can't help that. I can't go out there and spoon feed everybody. So, but got some more stuff. I was watching. Penny had his camp. Matter of fact, I can tell it now. Young man, you remember a young man from Houston? His mom had texted me and said, "Mr. Hatter, uh, I'm trying to get my son. Could you get the code for my son to get in this elite camp?" And I said, "I don't know nothing about no code. I don't keep up with that kind of stuff. But send me your son's information." I did not know what the hell she was talking about, but I said, "Send me your son's information, and I would look into it." She sent me the son. I forwarded to the head coach, Penny Hardaway of Memphis, and I left it like that. So that was at 12 o'clock on a Friday. I'll never forget because at 12 a.m. in the morning, I was asleep. I wake up the next morning. The mom texted me and said, "You're awesome. Thank you." I said, "What I do?" I don't know. All I did is text Penny and said, look out for this little kid." I didn't know they were out in Phoenix at the EYBL. Penny, the mama, the boy, everything. I didn't know all that had happened. She just texted me, right? And I sent him the text. And he only texted me and said, "I'm on it." That's all he texted me back. So I didn't think none of it when the mama texted me. So the next morning, she told me that she called and she said, "Look, let me tell you something. On this team I'm on, my son got a whole lot of high level dudes, top 100, a couple of top 100 kids on this team. But Penny Hardaway stopped everything he was doing and came over there and greeted my son. Told my son, 'Yeah, Robert, send me some information on you. I'm gonna make sure he get it.' I didn't know Penny was gonna do all that. I promise you, I did not tell him. I did not know. I didn't. He just did that out the kindness of his heart, and he went. And that kid went to the camp, and the young man from Houston, they won the team camp. If the mama don't reach out to me, that probably won't happen. So that's why I tell y'all, Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. If we can help you. But y'all, I'm gonna get like Chris Walker after a while. Chris Walker said, "Robert, I'm tired of giving people advice they don't use. So you got to start paying for my advice." So I don't know, y'all. I hate to do this, but boy, some of this advice I give y'all, it's gonna have to cost you. Cause I don't want to give you the advice and you just go off and do something else. You know, don't ask for my advice and go do what the hell you want to do anyway. Just don't ask me. But Penny had a camp yesterday, and I wanted to just share it with you.
Now listen to your coaches. Now some really good coaches. Stand up our coach over here. All week, and I will be walking around this week. Now listen to your coaches.
That's one of them. He was just speaking to the kids. Let me see. This how he greet the kids. Greet them, and they leave the camp every day.
Here we go, Tiger. Here we go. Here we go, Tiger. Here we go. Here we go, Tiger. Here we go. Here we go, Tiger.
Hey man, love this stuff, man. Let me see. This one. Young fella hit a game winner in the camp. Shout out to them. I don't know why. Oh. Okay. My music on, but it was great. I just wanted to shout out to them. He does so much for our community, communities all over the country. But hey, parents, that's the kind of man you get when you send your son to play for him. I can't tell you about these. And I know if he go to Congress, he ain't gonna vote against the George Floyd bill. And he ain't gonna vote against the John Lewis bill. He ain't gonna vote against your interests. If he was put in a position to use his influence to go and be one, not unlike the guy Tommy Tuberville and the rest of these. I'm just throwing this out there. Parents, you got a choice. And I'm going to keep hammering this choice in you until y'all start looking. Mark Edwards said, what's up? It's Baby Friday. Zion needs some advice. No, you got to pay. 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 But that's the kind, but Brandon, that's the kind of man that you sending your son off to right there. But if you want to go there, I know some people wonder, he talking about Zion. What happened to Zion? I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there right now. I'm going to go there. I'm going to switch everything around and I'm going to go there. Okay, because Mark Edwards says Zion needs some advice. A lot of them need advice. Zion just got caught. What advice would you give him? Let me do this. Ladies, watch this. Share the show. I told you. Hey, I keep trying to tell y'all these shows are getting too good, and I'm just going. Man, it's hard for me. It's. I know it's millions of people need to hear this, and we got to share this show, man. I'm serious. Because guys like Zion, guys like John Moran, y'all, they from the same neighborhood. They from the same place. They from South Carolina. Okay? Check this out. But Zion Williamson, he had a gender reveal that he having a baby. Okay? I wouldn't have did it. Not if you're not married, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't advise my client to do it. Okay? But these kids do whatever the hell they want to, as you can see. But watch this.
My baby, you gonna see this at some point. I don't know what. My baby, you gonna see this at some point. I don't know what the future holds, but mommy and daddy love you. You don't know nothing else in this world. Know that mommy and daddy love you. My baby.
He did a gender reveal with a young lady older than him. He's 20 years old. She's 33, something like that. And she already has a baby, a little boy. And let me see. Then after that gender reveal, I guess another girl who he had been messing with, she take her little butt and just blow him up on Twitter and talking about their sexual encounters and talking about all of this kind of just going back and forth, just going back. This. She ain't leveling up to me and all that kind of stuff, right? Y'all, this gonna be a lesson. We let's just talk, okay? I'm not bashing. Listen, y'all know how I am. That's my young brother. John Moran is my young brother. Y'all know how even Adam Silver had to take up for him last night. So we might talk about that a little bit too. He said, Mark Edwards, you got two sons that need to hear this. But Mark, are you there? See, like my partner called me this morning. Somebody, man, Robert, you're not using your power, your influence. Robert, you can get to these guys. Because he know me. I said, man, I don't represent. I've never met Zion. I never met Ja. He mad at me because I have not had. Listen, I can't save the world. That's why I asked y'all to share the show. Maybe Ja or maybe Zion might have seen the show. You follow me? These people ain't gonna let Zion hang around me. Them agents will get kind of they get nervous. Well, if he listen to Robert, he might leave Robert and go. He ain't gonna need us no more. So it's hard to get to these people. I saw what you text. I want to talk about that too, Paul Miranda. If I have time, either this week or next week. Robert Young, I can't save the world if y'all don't expose it to the world. You follow me? I can't. I'm just one Robert Hatter. I know if some. Listen, let me tell y'all something right now. I'm looking at this camera right here. Let me tell y'all something. I've had clients that's been in situations like this. But I got to the people before it got to y'all. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say about it. He said, if you have a chance to speak on, I would give him Robert Adams' number and then call him. I'd love to talk to him. No, ain't no non-disclosure agreement. No. This ain't got nothing to do with no non-disclosure agreement, Mark Edwards. Let's talk to Chuck McGowan. Let me see what people saying. Then I'm going to get into my thing. What's up, Hatterboom? When about to take flight. Our daughter's receiving a master's tomorrow in San Diego. She couldn't walk for undergrad because of COVID. We're here now. Shout out to Chuck McGowan. What's your daughter's name? So we can call her by name. I want to call her by name. What's your daughter's name? Zion got caught slipping and could happen to any young man that's wealthy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I just got a text from the Pro-Am. Pro-Am this Sunday. Whatever you stop what you're doing. The Pro-Am start this Sunday, 12 o'clock. But I'm not finished. Hannah, I definitely would have these combos with them. I'm especially you good, bro. We get plenty of time. Zion, not the first, not the last. These young guys think they're smarter. No. Theo Huxtable, I see why you on here under an assumed name. I see. Let's be Taylor. What's up, Taylor McGowan? Congratulations, McGowan. Congratulations, young lady. Go be great. Okay? You rock the day. It ain't Women Rock Wednesday, and Taylor, you rock the day. Send that to her, Chuck. Make sure she get it. Taylor is smart, intelligent young lady. Chuck and his wife did a great job. Awesome. Do you think he could have used an NDA with the porn star? Let me tell you something. Don't think that's the only porn star he'd have messed with. That's just the only ignorant ass girl who she was catching feelings and he was catching flights. Let me tell y'all something. All you people who have never had this notoriety that these guys is having, or even been close. That's why I'm telling y'all need to share this show. Because there's a lot of people who just sit their ass on Twitter and comment on Chop Shop and just not looking at the whole picture. You're not. These kids are overwhelmed by their notoriety and status. I told y'all. Just a few years ago, Mark Edwards, you didn't even know who the hell John Morant was. How many of y'all know a 21 or 18-year-old person has been given $200 million? And don't tell me it don't mean nothing, because I've been in this business for 30 years and it does mean something. You go from having a negative balance in your ATM and don't have to look at your ATM to get money. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all do not understand what's going on. Y'all just sit up here and listen to Skip Bayless and all them people on it and just go in on these kids and the Stephen A. Smiths and just go in on people. What's up, Jeffrey Day? These kids are overwhelmed by their notoriety and their status. These boys from country towns. You give me all this money, I ain't don't tell you. As much as I know, I might get some of them damn Instagram models. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell them, well, I wouldn't dare do that. Cause I'm gonna pay them, ain't got no problems, pay them and get on out of here. Coming on here with you, all this old sanctimonious stuff, and you around here paying the little guy around the corner. At least he getting the girl somebody else want. So fellas, don't come on here with the sanctimonious stuff. Because we got some young kids in there. This is going to be a lesson, not just for Zion, but some of our young kids growing up. Think about this. When you come from nowhere, and now you have millions, Y'all, for 30 years, I've been in a position, okay, to watch a kid that I'm going to his college campus. He ain't got no money. I'm giving him money. To now, millions in the bank, just within 6 or 7 months. It's unbelievable. We can't, Theo, I've seen it, Kyle. I've seen it from staying in the dorm to a millionaire. You won't know that feeling. It's unbelievable, man. This is a kid, man. All you Zion haters, he's a kid, 20 years. He can't rent a car. And I'm coming to you with 30 years, 40 years of experience. No family support, because the family, he ain't been groomed to have these millions. He wasn't a trust fund baby where the Rockefellers got groomed this guy. He grew up in this. No. Some people's kids been groomed. If you've been listening to this show for the last 7 years, your son should be groomed. Because I told you how I groomed mine. I'm not finna go on here and talk about this little boy. Like these damn fools, I'm talking about this boy all over the place. Give y'all crazy ass a lot of money and see what happens. I'm not through. I got to take a quick break. Short break. Share the show. Get your friends on here. Buy you some wines, because we finna get loose. Hold on. Buy you some wine. We finna get loose. Welcome back. I ain't done. Y'all got to realize this money comes. The reason he getting this money because he had a passion for this game and he had a skill for this game. Okay, that's why he got this money. The smallest pebble will never be a big stone, no matter how much passion they have. These guys just got it. You can be a small pebble and you can want to be a big stone all you want to. I don't care how much. If you ain't got it, you just ain't got it. These guys got it. But they have to be groomed. They have to, because some of the mamas and daddies, they ain't doing it. That's why it's so important, mamas and daddies, to make sure you got the right agent around your son. Yeah. I'm going with so-and-so. I'm going with so-and-so. I'm going with Wilhelmina Agency. I'm going. Folks don't care nothing about your little black ass kid. Wouldn't speak to you or your kid if you weren't who you were. These young men have to be groomed by someone. I'm telling you, Some of my clients that got into trouble like this. I'm on the next plane, figuring it out. I ain't finna lie and say, hold on, this was a toy gun. Really? These the kind of clowns we got around our kids. He would clutch. He would so-and-so. Ladies and gentlemen, stop trying. Stop trying to judge him on standards of a school that he haven't even been educated in. How you expect for Zion Williamson to make an A? He ain't took this test in class. Nobody gave him the book. His agent, the first day I met, when I'm recruiting him and talking to him, even in my recruiting meeting, that is Moody. I'm trying to lay down groundworks, and I'm letting them know, use sports as an economic springboard to catapult you in the future. Stop trying to hold him to standards of a school that he haven't been educated in. Ain't nobody told it. Ain't no real one told it. Most of the people around them, they tricks they damn self. Groupie ass people, they damn self. I just want to be around your kid. And I keep telling y'all keep making the same damn mistakes. Stop. Our successes will never be determined by anything more than our failures. We're going to fail in life. That little kid was just poking for fun, and she took him for granted. And that come up with a baby. You heard what he said. Listen to him. He said, I don't know what the future may have. He said, I'm not going to be with this this woman. Listen to it. I'm going to play it again.
My baby, you're going to see this at some point. I don't know what the future holds, but mommy and daddy love you.
I don't know what the future holds. I'm not finna be with this girl. I know what she is. I was poking for fun, and she took me for granted. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Because after your mic, oh, the school is out. Got to be grown, man. That kid didn't want no baby. He's a baby. This 33-year-old girl put it on this little boy. And then this woman across the town, she gonna just put all the man business out there. Kid can't rent a car, y'all. And y'all mad at it? And y'all want to poke fun at him, Stephen A. Smith and all y'all? What is his profession? Somebody put it on the screen. I want everybody put on the screen what is his profession. Tell me what Zion's profession is. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give me a drink. What is Zion Williams' profession? What does he do for a living? Put it on the screen. I want to make sure. I want y'all to have a visual of this. Put it on the screen, y'all. Talk to me. We finna have some fun before Chris Walker get on here. Because he gonna come and mess every damn thing up. Come on, Eric. Talk to me, Brandon. Brandon, what is his profession? What does he do for a living? Give it to me. Wesley Yates, somebody tell me. Oh, I guess it ain't tabulated yet. I'm waiting. Boy, I hate to wait this long because I want. What's his profession? Do y'all know? NBA player. Good. That's the one I'm looking for. Who a basketball player. Thank you, Brandon. That's what I'm looking for. Hold up. Y'all see all of that? Hold on. Let me make sure I got it all up on the screen. I'm gonna show y'all something. Use a springboard. Yes. You can say it the way you want to, Reb. Let me say it the way I want to. Y'all look what they saying. Now this series. Kyle. That's it. Play basketball. I like that. Y'all see all that? Y'all see all that? Y'all see all that? I like that, Belinda. I like that, Belinda. I like that. I like that. It's a professional basketball player. Right? The kid said, I'm holding my own. I'm a basketball. In the basketball, I'm holding it. He said, apparently, I'm a player too with these girls. Dudes with money gonna mess with women. Tiger Woods was messing with a zillionaire, was messing with the girl at Perkins and IHOP. Men, y'all, we are amazing creatures, ladies and gentlemen. You women out here, you women. That's why I love y'all. Y'all, let me tell you something. That's what I love about y'all. Y'all can go on a trip with a group of your girlfriends. Y'all can go to Greece. Y'all can go to the Antilles. Y'all can go to Ibiza. Y'all can go anywhere in the world, women, just you girls. And y'all having the time of your life, women. Oh, girl, I had a great time with you. I love you, my sister, my Sora. I love you. But us, y'all, we can go on a road trip, to a golf trip, to Tougaloo, Mississippi. And if one of us get lucky to get the girl, one of the girls to go back with us from the Wisconsin, guess what that guy said? Man, that trip was off the chain. We're simple. Simple. That man is a basketball, he balls. And he's a player. Evidently, he got him screaming. He got 2 or 3 of them screaming on him. Y'all, some of y'all can't got one screaming on y'all. He just ain't been groomed. My son's been groomed. And he probably up there in New York. Y'all think about it. My son in New York, right? Nice looking, tall, and got a lot of money. How can you? But I tried to groom him. Look, hey, player. You got to be around women who got something to lose like you. Little mama ain't got nothing to lose, Zion. That's why she putting all her, that's going to make her famous. She going to use that to do her, she going to get more likes and clicks. She going to Kim Kardashian her way. Because you did a gender reveal, which you didn't have to do. That wasn't your wife. But didn't nobody groom him. Didn't nobody groom him. Both women and adults are both trying to take advantage. Listen, I'm not mad at them girls. I'm mad at the one who ran her mouth, but I ain't mad at the other girl. Got a rich young dude that's not gonna use a condom. Y'all need to quit being, and he got to be out your mind. I don't care if you was told or not, Theo Huxtable. I didn't say, see how you think about it. I didn't say he need to be told. I say he need to be groomed. Go and look those two up in the dictionary. Then you come back, we can talk. Tell a person anything. Grooming is a lifestyle. You're showing them over time. Come on, he read. Talking about Zion right now, Jimmy. But he reads. But y'all got to understand, man. It's not funny. I'm Jimmy. I know it might be funny to you. It ain't funny to me. He's a basketball player. So you're mad at him for playing basketball and you're mad at him for being a player? Shit, he's a player. Y'all know what players do? Where y'all ass from? Normally, let me tell y'all something. Normally, when you step in front of like these girls, they out here. Normally, if you step in front of a moving 18-wheeler, guess what? It's going to be some damage. Why you mad? Because he want to mess with the other girl, young lady. If I put y'all ass in a race car right now, y'all grown people in one of those Formula One cars right now, if you can fit in it, you gonna have a wreck in that thing because you ain't used to drive. The man 20 years old, he ain't used to this. How many of y'all know personally a guy who just got 200 million at 20 years old? You don't know how it is. You don't know how it feels. How you gonna give a test to Zion concerning something he have no knowledge of? I'm being judged by people who've already had the test. Y'all got that. We have two natures. We have God-given nature, and we have a nature through environmental exposure. Who you been around and what you been around. This kid didn't come from millions of dollars. Y'all talking about the money. He didn't come from millions of dollars. Now he carrying this baggage of having $200 million coming to him. It's a whole nother world, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, leave your house and go to North Memphis. Get your ass on a plane and hop off the plane and go out there to North Memphis. You're going to be in a whole nother world. Ain't nobody taught you how to live in that world. You ain't going to live. So you're trying to take him and put him in this world and expect for him to do everything right, him and Ja. Coming, a great poet, a friend of mine, he wrote this. He said, coming deep from the heart of the ghetto where there's no such thing as a hero. And being a black man without a white plan, you be up all night, man. Dude, you are what your environment gives you. Your environment gives you. You grew up in the hood, you're going to be a hood ass, you're going to be a hood ass person. Kid he didn't grow up in the suburbs. He didn't grow up in a mansion. Nobody reaching out and teaching him how to execute this white plan. He got being thrust in the middle of. He being thrust in the middle of this thing, and he's a kid. He shoot a basketball and he play women. He's a basketball player. He's into playing. It's a little boy, man. Get the hell talking about he's a professional. Get the hell out of here. How you know he a professional? Have you ever met him, Michael Garcia? How you know he a professional? You never met him. What you know who he is? He's a professional. Out of here with that mess. What's up, Jimmy? Get you sanctimonious. He's the professional. No, he's a basketball player. He thrust into a life that he ain't had. His talent got him there. Come on here with that professional stuff. What's up, man? I get second. Y'all got to understand. I've been around and being in this world for 30 years, Michael Garcia, and watching a young man come from nothing. When I met him, he had a negative balance. on his ATM machine. And 10 months later, he's a millionaire. And you telling me he's a professional and I ain't been groomed to be a professional? Ain't nobody teaching them professional classes. They teaching them how to play basketball or football. So don't come at me with that old sanctimonious, he's a professional. Quit watching them damn shows on TV because they professionals. And guess what? They professionals. They done read the book. You want a Zion to be an expert in a book he ain't never read. Stephen A. Smith done read the book. Well, what's up, Jim? I'm sorry, man. We gonna learn one of these days. Everybody with all of this. Well, he's a professional. Get out of here with that. What's up, Doc?
Well, talk a little basketball and going. It's Baby Friday. You guys out there?
Where your mic at, man? What mic you using? I know it ain't the right one.
Yeah, this is. No, I ain't using the mic.
Okay, I know. Okay,
I'm using these things here for the first time.
Yeah.
What they call them, the
It
pods.
It sound like you using them too. It ain't good, but keep going.
Mm-hmm. The pods, and a lot of the viewers, if it is way below par to you guys, then we'll go with the actual laptop speaker and the shorten and see what that does.
No, you are. I mean, you all right. You just ain't clear as you usually be. That's all.
Yeah, of course it ain't gonna be.
Yeah.
That's a real microphone. Now.
Yeah.
So this is actually the first time me using these things. I forgot I had them, and I was looking for something else. Found the pause. I was like, oh shucks, I forgot I bought these things a while back.
Hey,
charge them up.
I should have did a sound check with your ass then. That's what I should have did. I should have did a sound check with you.
So,
but that's all right. What else you got?
Nothing you can do on that.
No, we'll get by. We'll get by.
We got what we got today. Want to share with you guys. In high school basketball, University of Houston is having their annual team camp starting to, on Saturday and Sunday in
I
Houston.
thought it was tomorrow, Friday.
Is it? Or it start on Friday?
Somebody sent me a schedule about Friday. I don't know. I didn't look at it.
So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was guess on Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I think Coach Sampson sent me something a couple of hours ago, and actually the schedule a couple of hours ago, and I had not been able to go all the way through it, and I'm looking
No
at it
Sunday,
now.
Jimmy. Jeffrey Day, no. Friday and Saturday, no Sunday. Yeah.
Friday and Saturday.
No Sunday.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Mm-hmm.
Friday and Saturday ends at the last game is at 7 p.m. on both days. It will be all on Friday. The first game is at 9 a.m. and it will go all the way to 7 p.m. last tip off on Friday and Saturday. Here's the deal. A couple of things. Like, of course, this team camps gets bigger and bigger each year at University of Houston. They have a mixture of high school teams and grassroots teams that compete in this. I'm not sure of the rules, how it goes if a player has his high school team in and he also has a grassroots team. I'm not sure. Maybe Jeffrey Day can find out what's the rule. Do they let the player play both ways or not? This once again, it's also basically it serves as an open house for a lot of those kids, parents, teams, coaches to visit the campus. And that's not the only. Just no matter what part of the country you live in, there's June is camp known as camp month. So a lot of teams get a chance to go through the same experience in their respective parts of the country. I think today Sam Houston State University has an elite camp taking place. You have elite camps, you have team camps. This helps, especially nowadays. It helps a lot of these college coaches to expedite some of the evaluations of some of these players. So my point in bringing this up is if you're scheduled to participate in any type of elite camp, team camp, be advised, be warned. This is an audition for you in front of those college coaches. They will be evaluating everything that they can accumulate about you on and off the court. It's no coincidence if it's an overnight camp. It is no coincidence in who's going to be your roommate. In 90% of the time, that roommate is two guys are placed in the room together for a specific reason. They want one to recruit the other, or they want to use one to measure off the other or befriend the other. Just as in college, when you go on a campus visit, it is no coincidence who's your host, your player host. It's no coincidence. Had I remember telling you a story a while back, when Tag Mine was at LSU, they would and Tag would love. He wanted to come to Houston if he could, anytime he could chance he get. The LSU coaches would basically make him leave. They didn't want him to host none of them kids, not for bad things, but because Tech he would he would find a way to get to a basketball court if he was hosting them. And if he got them on a basketball court playing on some one on one or something, then he's gonna bully that kid. That kid gonna be bullied in the term of basketball talk, and that kid ain't gonna want to come. So it's like Tech going on home. Go on to Houston, man. You want to see, ain't nothing bad. Go on and see your folks. But my point is, take these camps seriously. Have your questions ready to ask these coaches. Jeffrey Day's answer that question is on the screen. They're encouraged to play with their school team first. They're not required to play with their school during off-season events. Thanks a bunch on that. But a lot of people I'm hearing, they're going through these things kind of like lollygagging. And you're not understanding these are schools that have what you want, a free education in most or closer to free as possible. And I'm tripping because hell, just last week you talked about somebody think published the amount of scholarships and the amount of Division I schools that had the most scholarships still on the table. Have any of y'all checked out there and try to find out if and when peer review is doing the camp? They had 8 scholarships available. Y'all ain't running your ass down the peer review, but you still talking about where the D1's sleeping on me. You sleeping on swag. Just think about that. Everybody want to always be somewhere where everybody at. Y'all, it's like you can't function on your own and just get it in moving silence. Everybody wants to be where everybody at. What if it's a tournament? What team's gonna be there? But you want to get ranked. You want to get evaluated. You want to go to the tournament where it has the most teams, so that only so your ass can be on court number 75. How you gonna get evaluated on court 75? I understand you don't always want to be the best player in the gym. But in some cases, if there's an interview process, it ain't my fault if they ain't show up here. And I'm gonna get all this time and all the evaluation from this. It's gonna make me shine.
But I better shine.
You better shine. You better shine. You're supposed to take advantage of the opportunity. Favor ain't fair. That's just like a favor. I mean, people. I mean, it baffles me. It really is backwards. You want to put your player in an audition. Just say if it's a dance contest, and you got everybody that know how to do the boogaloo gonna be in the dance contest. That's the one you want to enter. But they all gonna give a free scholarship to whoever wins this dance contest. Man, I don't care who's there. I'm gonna go to the regional one. I'm gonna go. If I win, it's gonna be the same reward. The same reward if I win. I'm gonna still go to the other one, but I'm gonna go secure this one first. And that's the thing. So some of you guys that worry about who we playing, who did remember I explained to you guys yesterday the other day before yesterday. When you go to team camps, it's no coincidence on the schedule. They put the schedule together to, to, to appease their desires. That coaching staff is somebody on this team they want to see go against somebody else
That's
in
smart.
most of the games.
Mm-hmm.
It helps them out.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
trust
I
me,
mean, I never thought about that. So, all of these, even the schedules are predestined. I mean, the schedules are predetermined. They know what they know what they're trying to get. Okay, I like that.
yeah.
Okay, I never
And
thought
you
about
have
it
no
like
idea.
that.
A lot of people. I had one person comment, man, we playing this team here. We playing, man, that team that we gonna get cream. Well, guess what? They not. Them coaches ain't worried about your team getting cream. They worried about if your kid is on this team and you've been saying that your kid is all that and a bag of chips. Then guess what? They want to see how you can handle that adversity. They want to see how you can handle that. And guess what? Either he's gonna sink or he's gonna swim. This stuff is serious business. Otherwise, guys, there's going to be a live period in a couple of weeks where the college coaches will be able to come out and see the high school teams play. Boys will be in Dallas, girls will be in Houston for the state of Texas. And once again, last year it was the most attended by the college coaches of any of these statewide events that was held in the country. This year, it will eclipse that as far as the most attended, the most populated. There are 400 teams in the boys division alone.
What is this?
400
No,
teams
no, no.
in
What tournament? What is this?
the TABC
Oh, the
showcase,
TF.
which is
That's the one
held
in Dallas.
in 2 weeks. That's the one in Dallas. The
Okay.
girls' one is in Houston
Okay.
the week before, which is next weekend. The girls will be in action. So it's 400 teams. How? Yeah. 400 teams mean 200 games. That's that's 200 pairings times three. That's 600 games. You see what I'm saying? Over that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just safe math. If each team gonna play 3 games and one play one, that's 200, 400 teams, 200 games times three. That's 600 games. Those college coaches are going to be split up into four. Mind you, every staff is not just going to be in Texas. There's going to be others going on at the same time.
Because that's regional, right?
Yes, yes. This ain't just one event going on. So they have to make choices. These camps helps them to determine their schedule in a couple of weeks. If they saw your high school team, if University of Houston, for example, see your team play this weekend, then they saw your team play once, they've seen them play probably twice. Some cases they'll watch some kids play 3 times. It would if your team is playing in Dallas at the TABC and U of H is not sitting there, t- trust me, that means that something you had your audition. That don't mean you don't like him, but that means that he probably wasn't good enough in their intimate atmosphere, in that audition. So stop telling people U of H recruiting them because certain kids, U of H is going to be present just to let the other big boys know, yeah, we own it. We own him. We own that one right there. They're going to, it's almost like pissing on a tree. The dog gonna walk by the tree, lift his leg up, piss on that tree. Let the other dogs know. So this is a, I mean, you can, if you're not, unless you, some of y'all don't want to pay attention. And the thing is, it's okay. Everybody's not going to perform well at every audition. Everybody's not going to sing well at every American Idol on every week. You have to take advantage of what's there. Then you move on, keep pushing. You can get better, and they might come back. But meanwhile, you don't mess off Lamar University waiting on U of H to come back. Alvin Brooks, the head coach at Lamar, he's already proven he came out the gates. Al, you remember that a year ago? He had a young man he offered. Young man say, oh, I'm gonna wait on these other schools. I'm bigger than that because I'm playing on the EYBL. He didn't want to commit. That was his only Division One offer. Alvin Brooks said, "Okay, I tell you what, I got something for your ass." That kid messed around, and fish wasn't biting. He comes back, wants to commit to Lamar. It's like, nah, that train gone. Thanks, but no thanks.
It,
This
it
stuff
ain't
is
nothing.
real.
It ain't nothing. He thought he could do whatever. Hey, sometimes it just don't work out for you. Is the kid playing anywhere else now?
He's playing somewhere in college.
Okay, that's, that's all that matters to me.
I just, like I say, man, you guys, this is why we ask you to share the show for stuff like this.
Yes,
It can
yes,
help somebody.
absolutely.
You share the show. Guess what? These are nuggets. It's just like making spaghetti. Just pour it through the sifter. Everything ain't gonna. It's something gonna go down the sink, but a lot of that stuff is gonna stay right there. Pour it in your pot. Cook it. Good intel. And that's the thing. Start paying attention to the people who keep feeding you bad intel. It's like you give too many people too many mulligans in life. They get to waste your time. They get to waste your money. They get to basically they're telling you how to spend your money
What do you mean,
unwarranted.
Jimmy? I'm a parent. Don't know what you just said. You just said something. What do you mean by that? Stop paying attention to these people just saying. Could you elaborate a little bit more?
On which
Give us a
part? You
for
say
instance. Just give me a for instance of somebody telling a parent, and they constantly telling these parents these same old stuff, and it ain't working for them. Just give me a for instance. I'm just trying to figure it out. Give me one.
what you have a lot of instances that there will be people that would tell you,
Okay.
right? Well, just say for camps. We're talking camps right
Okay.
here. You know, hey, this camp right here, that one right there, I wouldn't go to that one. I go to the U of H camp. I wouldn't go to the Saint University of St. Thomas camp, because you better than that.
Oh, hold up. Let me stop there, Jim. That Rice camp was off the chain, but let me keep going.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to the Rice camp
Mm-hmm.
because you better than that. You want to go to U
Oh,
of
I
H
see
camp.
what you're saying. I got you. Okay. Okay.
So now,
Uh huh.
now we're looking, and a lot of people they claim that they know. How people just shake their head in agreement. That don't mean they really agree. Some people shake their head and say that they know, don't mean they understand. A lot of the Rice degree, the University of St. Thomas degree. If you live in Greater Houston, that degree is golden. It's golden. University of St. Thomas alumni saturates a lot of corporate markets in this area. 40-year plan. That's the 40-year plan. So people tell you don't go there, and you only as good as your options. You don't have Division One offers. What the hell? Why the hell would you not be at University of St. Thomas camp? Why the hell would you not be at a let's say a Houston Tillerson camp
So
or
how many
Glenn
camps
camp?
should you go to?
As many as you can afford
4.
within the range, as many as
Okay.
you can afford.
Okay. Okay.
But that's the whole thing, though. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be well rested. These are auditions. This ain't just like
So
playing
okay,
in
so
March.
okay, so it's 5 weeks. So 3 camps, cool.
3 camps max.
Okay. Okay.
Because you got your junior year, you got your 10th grade year, your 11th grade year. The summer after your 10th grade, the summer after your 11th grade. I think the ninth grade, that should be a time when you more so you probably could do uh, maybe some team camps with the teams. Or you don't not do team camps when you get older, but a lot of kids' bodies aren't ready to go into those elite camps when they're in the ninth grade
Right.
because
Yeah.
those staffs are grading all of y'all the same with the same ruler.
Pen. Right. Absolutely.
And your body ain't ready, then you start talking about excuse, man. Well, we got to get. What? Why did you take him now? You could have took him. You could have took him to to a McNeese camp. You could have took him to Louisiana at Shreveport camp. You could have took him to Angelina camp. What, start off somewhere. Everybody can't handle camps.
Mm.
You ain't never even got seasoned mentally to understand what you're getting into. Only advice that you guys collectively give these kids when it's time for camps is when you're on the way there. Know what you tell them? When you get it, shoot it. That ain't no damn. That is not no. I mean, that's
Hey, Jimmy, hey, Jimmy, you there? Have you ever heard? Hey, parents, have anybody? I want to ask somebody. Have you ever told? I ain't never told no kid that. All my life, Jimmy, I've never told a kid that. You thinking some parents tell them babies, if you get it, shoot it?
oh yeah.
Will somebody, if a parent you ever told your kid to do that, please just raise your hand. I just want to meet you. I ain't gonna say nothing about you. Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing about you. I promise you. I'm gonna leave you alone. Long as you ain't talking about John Morant and Zion today, I'm all right. Just leave them two alone today. I'm in prayer for them two. Jimmy, I just want you, TSU, you keep talking. That's just TSU. If you want TSU season tickets, football game. And Jimmy, they're very, very cost effective. Very cost effective. Crazy man about to come on, Chris. Chris is in the green room, Jimmy, but keep talking.
Yeah, and so I just wanted to make sure I felt that on my heart to share with you guys as you head into the weekend. Parents, they're going to be evaluating your asses as well. If you're in those stands at these camps, you would guess what? If your kid can play, he's very good. Then guess what? You ain't the first parent they've heard in the stands get aggressive. But if your kid is marginal, then a lot of those coaches say, I don't want to deal with them. We're not going to have that sitting next and possibly sitting in the stands of a home game 2 years from now and have you sitting next to one of our sponsors, one of our donors, and you're sitting 2 rows over or right at elbow reach and you're spewing from the stands all of that negative stuff, complaining. A lot of coaches ain't gonna want to deal with
I'm telling you.
it. And just because you want attention, these are additions, man. See walk in the house. See walk come Pango's camp. What
Hey,
happened, Pango's? What
Pango!
happened, see walk?
hey,
No, hey,
listen,
forget
man.
Pangos. Accelerated sports metrics.
I told Jimmy, how your boy make the All-Star game and leave, man?
He was hurt.
Jared Harris.
No, the other kid, Robert Miller. He was hurt.
He didn't play?
No, he didn't play. I just sent you the box score.
Oh, I didn't realize he wasn't on the. You
Hey,
sent me the box score.
wait.
I
Hey,
sent you the box score.
no. You know what this tells me? Ladies and gentlemen, this tells me. Y'all, I thought he was kidding me. But y'all, he didn't fell out in love with y'all. Because Jimmy usually would know that.
I don't know. Jimmy got the box scores from every night. He called me, got all the
I
information.
know, but he would know that if the young man had bowed out in the All-Star game. Jimmy loved the All-Star games.
Listen, I'm just telling you what happened.
No, you didn't send me the All-Star
You
game.
didn't send us the
Steve.
All-Star thing.
Yeah,
sent you the list.
yeah, they sent the list. So I don't
List,
know
but
he
you didn't
play.
send it. Yeah.
Oh, but he didn't play. That's why I didn't send it.
Well, hell,
Well, how the hell he gonna know?
Because I thought he would have known
Oh.
that he didn't play in the All-Star game.
Oh, okay.
I thought he would ask me. But when he didn't ask me, I thought he knew. I thought I sent you a text saying your boy didn't play.
Well, you told me on the show yesterday he didn't play.
You know what? I told Hatter on the show yesterday. That's what he was.
You told me on the show yesterday.
I'm looking at my text. I didn't.
I thought Jimmy already knew.
No, he didn't play. He said I gave him Steve Needy Harrison stats, Miller stats. Oh, you're right. I didn't send it to him. Oh, you're right. I didn't send it to you. Because I didn't send it because the other kid didn't make it. He didn't play. I'm like, how you gonna leave? You just made 15, 20 NBA All-Star game?
Jimmy, this for Chris.
Johnny Carson your ass. Johnny Carson.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, and he didn't play great. He didn't play great the whole time and still made the All-Star game. So I'm like, okay, well, we can right all them wrong, just play good in the All-Star game or something.
Well, understand something. Now it's been widely. Come on now. One thing about that camp is consistency, and it's a consistent thing that at the Pangos camp that a consistent myth that they hardly ever go out their way to prove wrong. That is, if you certain people have already been deemed and been tabbed for the top 30 game before they even get off the plane. And that's my buddy. That's my partner right there.
Who? Somebody in the play. Oh, okay. But Jimmy, he said Rob's flight left early. Robert Miller's flight left early.
It did, but again, I'm gonna say it again.
Okay.
You know what time everything in. Wow.
You should know what every time.
You should know everything in, and I'm saying they made a concerted effort to put him in the game because his stats did not deem him worthy of being in the game. I'm just being Jimmy got all the box scores. If you got
that's right. I got him. He sent them to me.
He would have never had a chance. And so I'm like, okay, so they put him in, even though people.
So I would have changed that damn flight then.
Well, I mean, it's hard to do that because you find out, and then the game starts maybe like an hour and a half later. I would have known, hey man, you make an All-Star game no matter what, man. Make your flight this time. You make it if that's the case.
Or you should be Or you should go out there preparing to make the All-Star game.
There you go. There you go.
Hey,
there you go.
Hey, I promise you, when we used to go on them trips like that to Vegas, and I said, and when Coach used to make I said, man, we plan on playing through Sunday. So we ain't gonna make the damn reservations to Monday. We're gonna stay extra day. We plan on playing through Sunday.
You know what the coach tell you? Hey man, how much you got in your pocket, man? We're gonna make the reservations. No.
Hold up. That was franchise. I was doing the paying.
Oh, you talking about you're the AAU team. Oh
yeah, AAU team. I'm doing the damn paying.
Oh, yeah.
So Chris, I have a question. So did Jared Harris make the top 30?
Right now, no. I'll send you both rosters. No. Well, whoa! I sent you the roster. You don't have a roster.
I had a message. Somebody said
Jimmy sent me something. I thought it didn't look right.
It says he was injured but not able to play, but selected.
What? Oh, let me see the
injured but not available to play, but selected. And they had Jared Harris on there. So I was wondering, when did he get injured?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean? You mean he was selected but not able to play because injured, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, again, there were Robert. They knew. Let's get something straight, guys. Let's get something straight. And I'm not even trying to, because I'm team teasing. I was actually teasing the kids. Said, listen, man, why don't you go in the drum? We know you're going to Austin, play for UT, man. Just go tell everybody, man. You play with TJ. You're going to Texas. I had him in the corner. We were laughing. Like, he was funny. Good kid, great kid.
Great kid.
Here's my thing. You don't think that the people at Pangos knew what time Robert Miller flight left? How you getting to the airport? They're taking him. So you don't think they knew what time he was leaving? Of course they did. They still wanted people to know he was part of the top 30. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Of course, they knew he wasn't going to play in the game.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you've been in those rooms before.
Okay.
You don't think they knew? Of course, they knew.
Uh.
And here's the other thing: if they really wanted to just like get throw him a bone, they could have put him in the top 60 game. He could have left. They put him in the top 30 game. I'm like, why
Wow.
would you leave the spot? Why would you? If somebody else could have played, but I didn't look at the numbers. They could have put 16 dudes instead of 15 dudes because they knew he was leaving. But they wanted to make sure
He
because
was
as
one.
Dino, now this is what Dino's did say.
What?
He said the stats were a part of it. They looked at the data more than ever this year, but
But
that ain't the only reason why they choose. And he's giving himself a disclaimer saying, you're right, the stats matter because everybody see the stats. So clearly, people are going to be like, well, hold on, man, how this dude make it? How this dude make it? How that dude make it? How that dude make it? Because it's more than that. So some people get factored in and some people get factored out. And as Jimmy said about politics, what? You got to be what, Jimmy? On the right side. That's how it
be on the
works,
right
man.
side.
That's how it works. And so it was a hell of an all-star game. It would have been it's the best one I've seen Jimmy since they had. They were actually playing. And I'll send you the box score right now. But I think the score was 162 to 100. I was like, they had 92 points in the first half, one team. That's how crazy the scoring was. But a lot of talented dudes. But in my opinion, as you say before, think about it this way. I just heard you, I came on, I heard you talking about parents. Nothing crazy. This is not that event. We don't see crazy stuff in this type of event. It's usually with the
Mhm.
teams and stuff. But you are right when you say to people that uh, people are watching you in the stands and you don't even know it. They watch it. And you only know that when you don't, when somebody end up telling you one day, like yourself, man, I can't believe they recruit my son, this and that. Well, let me just pull your coattail, dog. The word is out there that you X, Y, and Z at games. You X, Y, and Z at games. You kill the coaches during the game. The other parents who buddy with you, guess what? As soon as the game over, they go tell everybody how crazy you are. And then that gets or I used to have coaches doing. I'll never get this as long as I live, man. And I I end up I was coaching a kid, and I don't care. Here's the thing, and we said about this the other day. We were talking to somebody, Jimmy. If you don't tell the stories and
Mhm.
give names and tell what's going on, people can't learn from this, right? So we had somebody on the other day. You and I had him cornered, and again, we invited him to come on the Chop Shop. I'm not gonna say who he is because I don't need to go that far. We invited him to come
Yeah.
on, explain his position. He's a very smart person. He does good in the community, but to the bitter end, trying to defend a position. And all we're saying is, hey man, you do have influence, and when you say certain things, there are people or certain sample size of people out there that are listening to you. And if you come on and not necessarily apologize, but just admit that, hey man, you know what? I see it through a different lens now. I see what they were talking about. I was a frustrated parent because it always starts from somebody having somebody in the game. You got to have a vested interest in it. You know what I'm saying? You got a son that play and you don't like what's going on. So you try to, and you always, like, I see people come in and they try to change the game. They try to change the game. It's like, bro, at the end of the
Oh
day,
yeah.
you giving Jimmy Hicks way too much credit. Y'all giving Donald Sloan way too much credit. Like y'all actually believe people gonna give scholarships because of them dudes are an info source. Let me say it again. Look at RCS's tagline. It's the number one what, Jimmy? Info source.
Info source.
He didn't say I'm the number one guy that tells everybody to get college scholarships. I'm the number one guy that says he said I'm the number one info source. That means when college coaches call, they say I need to find blah 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 blah. All he does is points them in the right direction. That's his job. That's his job. Now, as far as a college coach saying, I'm gonna give this guy a scholarship over that guy's scholarship, they're not listening to them guys, man. I wouldn't listen to him. Jimmy, my boy, Jimmy, like I would take him over him. All right, Jimmy, cool. That's good for you. I got to go back to my group of people, sit in a round table, fight with them, and then that's how it happened. It's not Jimmy convinced me to take this dude over that dude. He ain't coaching up there. He ain't dealing with these people every day. When he missed shots, it ain't his fault. You think I'm listening to him? You think they listen to Marcus Sloan? Y'all, I've lost y'all mind. That's not how it works. So if people don't come on the Chop Shop and tell people, I thought it was this way, it's not that way. Then these dudes can't be running around continuing to trick y'all. Can't do it. They can't keep tricking y'all because that's what's happening. Well, if my son ain't on the scholarship on a sponsored team, he can't get a scholarship. What the hell does sponsor mean? Oh, if somebody else picking up the bill, you know that means he don't get a scholarship. Is that what y'all think? Instead of putting him in the best situation where people can see him play, because at the end of the day, you're not fooling these college coaches. They'll tell you what. And I was talking to a parent the other day. I said, listen, man, you got to understand something. They recruiting your son and coaching your son is two different things, right? If I'm trying to recruit your son, you think I'm gonna tell him, hey man, all our girls ugly here, man. We got the ugliest girls in the nation. Come to my school. You think they say that? Hey man, we got the worst academic program. We got no tutors. We got nothing. Please come to my school. You think that's what they tell you? You think that's what they tell parents? That's not what they do. They tell you everything that's great about them. But then when you come coach, when he comes to coaching him, guess what? His name ain't Jimmy no more. It's dumbass. It's knucklehead. It's stupid. It's this. It's that. Some coaches who are just ignorant about their game. That's what they become. And you like, damn, when you recruit me, my name was Jimmy. That's because I'm not recruiting you no more. When you was wanted and recruited, you call the coach. He pick up on the first ring. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing, Miss Such and Such? Miss X, how you doing? Oh yeah. All of a sudden you get there. All of a sudden it's going to voicemail, and you call not one time, not two times, not three times, not four times. All of a sudden you find out, damn man, my mom said she tried to call you. Tell your mom stop calling me, man. If you want to talk about your playing time, walk in like a man. I tell you why you're not playing. I don't talk to parents about playing time. This ain't high school, man. They dropped you off. This is where the world, you got to learn how to grow up. It's the difference between coaching and recruiting. So when you say parents, parents got to understand this, I would tell them, hey man, it's like the NIL. Get what you're gonna get in the front at the beginning of it. Whatever they promise you at the beginning, don't think you're gonna get something else after that. If they say you're gonna get 100,000 and you may get 75 more, may is no. You're not getting 75 more. That means you get 100,000. If they say, listen, there's an opportunity for you to start, that don't mean you starting. You know how it is, Jimmy. They only hear the last part. Hey man, there's an opportunity for you to start. They just hear start. When they say there's an opportunity for you to start, that means, dude, you got to fight for your life. Because the dudes that know,
You
they
our
don't
guy.
care.
We're gonna build this program around you.
Oh
We're
my
gonna build a
God,
program around you. You our guy. Then you don't realize the coach talking about in 4 years from now. In 3 years from now, they're gonna build a program around you. If you do us, if you can do, if you trying to be the player that they want you to be.
and listen, like 12, it's 13 guys on scholarship, and women's is 15. And the women's team is 15, and the boys team is 13, right? There's 12 other dudes that got the same dreams you got. Now, I was saying to say this, I had to bring this up because I was watching softball the other day. And they got the Oklahoma team that's won like 52 in a row. What's the story?
Yeah,
What do you think about softball's a big sport on the women's side? It's a story, right? And to be honest with you, scholars on the scholarship side, let me tell you why softball, volleyball, and basketball are huge sports on the women's side because it's a head count sport. So football, let's say division of Power Five teams, they got 60-fold or how many scholarships on the football side. So on the women's side, you got to have 60-fold full women's scholarships. So it's huge. So those full scholarships are softball, volleyball, and basketball. That's how they make that difference up, right? On the women's side, because they don't have a sport like football, they get 64 scholarships. So that means on the women's side, it's key that if you have a daughter, if you put in those three sports, you can get a scholarship to Alabama, Stanford, all these Power Five schools. But here's the funny part. In the two sports, the interesting part is just what it is. In the two sports, men's basketball and football, primarily the kids that play those sports are what? African American. Almost 70 to 80% are African American kids. They're gobbling up those what? Free scholarships or cost-free education. On the women's side, they're not African American. You look at softball, look at softball. Look at softball. Look at volleyball. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look at women's basketball other than watching South Carolina. Other than watching maybe LSU. It's the other hue. So they're smart on that side. For the women's side, you got a daughter. Those three sports are full scholarship. Full scholarship. And again, on the men's side, at a certain point, you go to AAU tournaments, man, you see all brothers in there. You know how it is. I was at the Pangos camp. There were like two white kids playing. It was all black people. It was all black kids. You go to a 7-on-7 camp. Tell me how many skill position kids are white, other than the quarterback. I'm just saying now the quarterbacks are black. So it's a different thing. The point I was making alongside that is I'm listening to the announcers. Obviously, I'm listening, how they talk and all that. He says, well, Stanford is a team that was playing Oklahoma the other night. And they had played them, they got the black girl. That's a really good picture. And they were saying, well, in softball, if you want to make it to Oklahoma City, which is where their World Series is, Stanford, this is amazing that they're here. They can't take transfers. It's hard to keep people in their school. You got to be smart. You got to have life after sports. They were hyping, the dude was hyping up Stanford. And the lady said, well, to get to Oklahoma City, the only way you get here, most of the teams here, they got a bunch of transfers. If you don't have a bunch of transfers, that's why it's great what Stanford did, because to get here, you got a team of transfers. Now, let's take the other side to it. When they say NIL and transfers in basketball and football, they make it a negative thing. Oh my God, all them dudes want to transfer. They don't want to fight through nothing. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. They this, they that. That's why they leave. And I'm looking at women's softball. That's primarily not us. And what do they say? In order to make it to the World Series, every team got a bunch of what? Transfers. I'm like, I never knew that. I thought it was just football and basketball where everybody's transferring all the time. So you mean to tell me in women's softball, girls are transferring all the time? See how, how do you say about clickbait? If you don't study everything, you'll think that it's the only place that is happening is in our sport that we dominate, and that's not true. It's not true. It's not true. You're not making it unless you got a team of transfer. Look at that Oklahoma team. If they win this World Series, that's 4 of the last 6 years. 4 of the last 6 years. Dominating. And I'm not saying Oklahoma not a cool school, but on the women's side in basketball, usually the dominant teams, other than the Tennessee or La Tech back in the day or UConn, it was always a Notre Dame or a Stanford, teams that had great academics. They had great basketball teams. It was the reverse in basketball. It's the reverse in football, right? Because girls don't have that, the NFL or the NBA to go to. So they pick the best academic school because they're going to be there 4 years because they don't leave. They're going to get their degree and they're going to be set up for life because they don't have that NBA or professional lure. Where the guys, they're like, you can't, they're going to Florida State. Nothing against Florida State. They're going to play football at Florida State. They may not go to TCU, even though TCU is really good, But if that's what started happening in Notre Dame. Think about it. Guys used to go to Nebraska. Guys used to go to Iowa. Remember, they were football powers. It's not the same no more because dudes will choose different schools. But again, football is different than the women. The men's side is different than the women's side is all I'm saying. But I digress to say transfers is happening all over sports, not just in the sports where it looked like these kids don't care. They'll leave. So the minute they get tough, they quit. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? That's not true. What if it's a bad situation? Yeah, okay, some don't make transfer just to transfer. Who cares? If they get what they want and they still go to school, all they're doing is take advantage of the system. The same system that somebody y'all hated that they say didn't pay taxes, that ran the free world. You know what he tell y'all? Hey, man, it's the system. Don't get mad at me. It's the system that's in place. So don't get mad at me for taking advantage of it just because you don't know it. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying, Jimmy? Don't get mad at me. It's y'all system. It's y'all system. So listen, at the end of the day, man, let them transfer as much as they want to transfer. Let them transfer as much as they want to transfer. Huh? I can't hear you.
I said it's not bothering me. I kind of love it. I kind of love it that the player, the rabbit got the gun. I told you, it fun when the rabbit got the gun. Let me tell you something. I love mobility, and your favorite player made that famous. Your favorite player, LeBron James, made mobility is his thing now. I told you what I say. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson saved the league. Michael made it global. And
Yeah.
LeBron made it mobile. He made it where everybody, man, y'all can go here. They don't like me here. I'm gonna go here. They don't like me here. I'm trying to find the situation where it best fits me. And
Just like
sometimes,
hold on, just like every American every day. If somebody wants to
absolutely,
pay you more, they take a new job. But we
absolutely.
put unfair pressure on our kids. Well, they're not learning things the right way. Whoa, hold on, get out of here with that. They're not learning something the right. You know what they're learning? How America works, how the world works.
Yeah.
That's what they're learning. Because if you can't move if they don't want you,
Right.
you can't move if they don't want you.
So
You
you
put your
got
name
something they want.
Exactly. It's called
Yeah.
leverage. You
Yeah.
put your name in that portal all you want. If don't nobody want you, guess what? That's a bad decision. Guess what? Bad decisions are a part of life. We need some bad decision makers to make other people better decision makers. There's some people that are really good decision makers, but we need some bad ones to be able to look at and be like, hey, man, listen, mama told us not to go over there. If we go over there, the alligator gonna eat us. You need one of them dudes to go over there and get chunked up. The rest of them be like, ooh, who's going over there? You need that. You need that. I'm
No,
telling
you
you.
don't need nobody to get ate by no alligator. I don't like that analogy.
Hey, listen, summer basketball, they get eaten all the time.
Wow.
They get eaten all the time. All the time. It ain't one. Listen, we just talking about Pangos camp. All those long dudes I saw in there, 6'9", 6, every last one of them think they playing in the NBA. All them parents, you see them parents, again, parents should come, they should be proud of their kids. But there ain't one parent that's sitting there saying, ain't thinking, and already dreaming and projecting, my son gonna be in the league one day. They gonna be talking about him everywhere. I'm gonna be able to buy everything I want. I'm gonna be able to live in the house over here. They projecting it, and they be lying if they say they're not. I get it. Their kids are chosen as one of the best. There's 550,000 boys playing high school basketball, and they at a camp where 100 of them are chosen. Right now, some kids are doing USA basketball. Some kids, but by and large, these are some of the best kids in the country because a lot of them that play in the NBA today have come through that camp.
Okay.
From James Harden's to Ben's, whoever you want, and Bradley Bills, all of them have played at Pangos. Okay. So what I'm saying is, in their mind, they're like, this is the place to be. NBA top 100 going to happen in a couple of weeks. If they make it to the NBA, how you going to tell a parent in today's time, my son get invited to the NBA top 100? You got John Lucas there. You got every NBA scout. You're going to have college coaches there. How you going to tell me we only got a chance, though? We ain't got a chance? Yo, they got a chance. They got a chance. Now, it may be slim and none, but they got more of a chance than other dudes. On paper, right or wrong, Jimmy, you tell me.
Man, we talked about this a little bit 2 days ago. Myself, that's that topic that you just segued into, and some people. Bottom line is it goes back into something, a topic that I mentioned earlier. A lot of people are failing themselves by not holding those accountable whom you know has given you bad intel and cost you money, cost you opportunity. And this is understand because if you were to box some of those people out, then they wouldn't have the opportunity to mess you up again and give you more bad intel. Because they're going to double down. A lot of grown folk out here, and in some cases, we might all been guilty of it to a degree at one point in time. It becomes a point where there's a grown person trying to prove to another grown person that he's right and that the other one is about your kid and that everybody else in the world is wrong. And in the process of trying to prove, it's like at a casino. You hit snake eyes. You crap out again. You crap out, but you're doubling down with that person's money. It
Yeah.
ain't your money you doubling down with. So they're studying lose. You like, come on, bet on me. Let's bet again. Crap out. Bet again. Crap out. Bet again. Crap out. And now it gets to a point where they love you to death because you fed them the story that nobody else believes in your baby like I do. They all just hate it. Can't you see it? But then at the same time, I'm going to tell those parents and start reminding those parents, can't you see that this dude is just, he has a water hose in your pocket, siphoning money out your pocket, and you ain't getting nothing out of it. So what you guys are saying that just And understand, Chris, a lot of these parents just want their kids to feel better than what they are because it makes life better at home. A lot of these kids have different circumstances at home. These parents, some of these, what we see in the stands, and they're calm and they're quiet and they're just going through the motions. How you doing? They get home, they putting hands on some of these kids. You had opportunity to play in front of Chris Walker and you blew it, slam him against the wall. I've heard these situations. I've walked in the restroom up on a parent, a dad one time, putting hands on his son. Hands on his son at an actual event about 10 years ago. I walked in there. So in. I walked in. I listen,
What you say?
So what is that? So what does that say
I
about?
just that's what I did when I walked in there. Like
So
that.
what
Let
does
them
that
know
say?
I walked in.
So what does
You
that say
know,
about the culture of what we talking about, bro? Like you telling me again? I'm not saying I've seen good or bad that people take this stuff that serious. Like they really take it
absolutely.
that serious.
Some people do. Some people do. Some people do. Chris, you gotta realize, think about this. Back when you were in high school and you were getting recruited, and John Thompson come, and Riley Massimino come, and Rice is there, and all these different schools. Let's say, let's say that was one of your teammates, right? That when those coaches came into the gym, let's say that kid went and told his mom and dad because he might have been your best friend. That college coach gonna always make the best friend feel like they recruiting them too. Like, man, come on, man, we can use you too. You can come with him. You can be his roommate. You can, right? So that kid, say that kid goes home, and they're gonna put him on the mailing list too. You know that, Chris. You probably done it before. You're going to put the best friend on the mailing list. You're going to send him the same recruiting paraphernalia that you send all the rest of those kids, the star ones. So that kid going to get that stuff in the mail. He's going to take it to his parents. They going to take it to work. Look at all this stuff. It's a handwritten letter at the bottom from the head coach. They
You
saying
mean
they want.
hold on. You mean a handwritten letter that my favorite manager wrote would know how to do my signature?
Yes, yes,
Okay, that
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't know that. So think about this. Check this out. They get this letter, the parent, take it to work. Dad gonna brag at the water cooler to his coworkers. Now that's gonna give him props. Man, look here, man. They want my boy over here at Villanova, man. They want my boy. He was all district. They want my boy. Man, boy been balling, man. This summer we going to Vegas, we going to Orlando, we going to Chicago, we going to Atlanta, we going all over the country, man. My boy, my boy scored 10 against Brun. Okay, the wife gonna take the other letter to work and she's gonna show her bosses, and she's gonna just put it on her desk and let the little postcard flip over. Then they both then
no, she's gonna put a pen on. She's gonna put it against the wall with a pen, so everybody can
look
see
you
it.
know, and check where it gets really detrimental. Check this out. The ultimate move that parents do with false information. Somehow, somehow, now I've seen this before. I've been sitting there and heard it before. Somehow, this ain't got nothing to do with the spirituality of what's going on in your Sunday congregation. But I've seen it make its way to the Sunday, what they call it, the acknowledgments
Oh yeah,
at
no doubt.
church.
Oh yeah.
Y'all want to give it, everybody get, thank goodness. Won't he do it, y'all? Won't he do it? Look, Johnny,
When
he
you do
got an
what?
offer. He got an offer from Villanova. That ain't a damn offer. That's a form letter that came in the mail. But it's an offer to the church. So now everybody get up and stand up. Man, praise God. We know little Johnny can do it. And now he has an offer. So now but he really don't have an offer.
It's a
So think
letter.
what you just asked, Chris. What would people do? Would they really do that? Now you got to do everything in your power that lie to live that lie as long as you can. You're gonna just go through the motions. go through the motions, and it hurts. It eats you up from inside. Even the kid will start to believe that he's going now. He don't even know. He ain't never even met the coach before, except
Y'all
when he
rotten,
came to
Jimmy.
that
Y'all
gym.
rotten. Jimmy, they had a Jimmy rotten. Ain't he rotten? Why you exposing the truth, man?
I'm
You
just
rotten, man.
that's why I'm quiet over here. I'm just letting it go. He do. Hey,
But ain't it a shame though? Like parents, but ain't it a shame? Here's the thing that's sad about it, guys. And I'm sitting there listening to Jimmy, and I've seen this story 1,000 times. And and social media just makes it even worse, where they just believe that again, you can believe what you want to believe. So anytime I'm talking to a parent, and I used to try to fight that win, that head win, because that's what you fighting. When you're trying to get somebody to believe in something that they don't want to be the truth, you fighting the head win. And you just got sometimes you got to be like, hey man, you do what you want to do. Like if that's what you feel, if God has shown you this divine vision that that's what's going to happen, man, then you should do it. Because I would never want to be that person to tell you not to. But let me tell you how it normally happens. Let me give you some data on how it happens. Let's take opinion out of the mix. Here's the number of people that go to these type of schools out of this city every single year. So what is that dude telling you? What he's telling you is how he think it should be or how he wanted to be. All I'm telling you is how it's been. Here's the data. People don't care about that stuff, man. And it's hard to make something people care about something. You know, the easiest time to fool all these people when they kids in the 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. It's easier to fool them because they can't get to college to the 12th grade. You see what I'm saying? So the goal is so far away. And little Johnny can dribble just a little bit.
so
Daddy gonna come home.
so
Daddy
that's
gonna come
why.
home the Heat versus the Nuggets. He said, "Oh, my son's 6'5". I remember Slim Thug's son. I'll never forget this as long as I live. Slim Thug's son used to play. I don't know if Branch remember this. Used to play with Mike LeBlanc's son and play with Tremont Mark in the 7th grade.
Mhm.
And I remember, oh my God, he gonna be a beast. I look at the dude. I said, man, yo, I want Slim Thug to come after me, but I'm like, dude, you guys are no. No, he's terrible. He can't run. He got bad feet. Can't catch. He's just taller than everybody else. So if being tall was the operative thing, okay, then fine. If we're gonna give a guy a mark for being tall, but he in the 7th grade. The other kid's gonna grow too. So when you see Shaq in the 7th grade, you know what Shaq looked like. If you see a kid like that. But I'm just saying, like these parents, they want to believe what they want to believe. And here's my thing: you don't fight them on it. What you fighting them for? I just wish they believed that about their son being president or their son being a CEO of something. I wish or their son being a doctor or a lawyer. I wish they believed it with that same type of energy. But when you start telling them something about your son can't do this in sports, you fighting for nothing, man. It's a hill you're gonna die on. They gonna like Jimmy said, they're gonna find every single reason to tell you wrong. And how do you know this? Think about this. You coached. You had franchise, right? That was a hell of a team. How many pros? How many
One.
pros? One.
One.
I'm saying people
Wait a
don't
minute.
understand.
I'm in the NBA.
Yeah. Oh, NBA. Oh, NBA. How many?
But
That's
pros
the goal. The goal
NBA.
ain't
Okay.
the goal ain't Uzbekistan. The goal ain't Taiwan. The goal is the league. So how many pros?
One.
One. It's hard.
It's hard.
And y'all had a hell of a y'all had one of the best teams in the country. It
Yeah.
don't matter, man.
It's hard. Just one.
It's hard.
That's
It's
that's
really, really
that's a
hard.
good point.
I'm gonna give you an even better point. Out of the city of Houston. Again, when y'all start talking about
How many you have off your little rag last team?
I'm not saying it because of
No,
that.
no,
I'm
I'm
saying
saying, I'm saying.
I had high level Division One players. I had none.
That's okay. Let's bring
No,
that up. Let's bring that up. Then you gonna use me as a
no.
damn example.
You look at
Let's,
it
Yeah,
wrong way.
he had one.
who?
I had Hashim
I
to
seem
beat.
to be.
And I'm just saying it's hard, man. It's impossible. So only point I'm making of this, Hatter, is that look at the NBA, the guys in the league right now that are from Houston, Texas, right? And Jimmy knows this better than me. Look at the guys that made it to the league. At any given time, by class, right? Class by class. How many years from Houston in a class, Jimmy, have we had multiple guys in the league that played high school?
The last time was 2014. It was the last
Justice.
time we had.
Justice?
Justice.
Well,
No, not so. Justice.
2014, that was Justin Jackson and Justice. Well,
Winslow.
Jackson, Justice Winslow. Those three from that class of 2014. 14.
So every other time it's been one guy. One guy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, again, you can say whatever you want. That's the data. That's the data, you know?
Well, we had two with it in 2016 and 2016 or 17. That would have been De'Aaron Fox and technically Carson Edwards made it up there for a couple,
Mm.
So technically that class was two. The last time they were out of
Carson got a
the
Rosetta Stone. And Carson got a Rosetta Stone right now, don't he? Or he on the team?
I mean,
Rosetta
guess what?
Stone.
We talked about this.
He got a
We
Rosetta
talked
Yeah,
Stone.
about
but
this
he
the other.
made it though.
I know he made it. I'm just saying. He got a Rosetta Stone right
Everybody
now.
don't stay in the league long.
No, that I mean, thing is, think of it like this: every guard that don't get drafted in the couple next week or in a couple week and a half that don't get drafted, they got to compete against Carson Edwards for a spot in the summer
Yes.
league.
Yes.
That dude ain't chopped liver.
No.
That dude good. Sometimes good ain't good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And guess what?
You know what?
Jimmy, speaking of pro, I just got some information. This Sunday, right, at the Houston No Excuse Pro League. These are the high-profile players going to be playing this weekend. J.J. Caldwell. When the last time you seen him, Jimmy? Jonathan Simmons, Daniel House, Jonathan Jordan, Savion Flagg, Chandre Jones, Cam Reynolds, he had a cup of coffee, Derek Griffin, Rasheed Suleiman, John Gillen, Damon Dawson, Jordan Carl Nicholson, Malik Wilson from University of Houston, Tayshaun Thomas, Jacoby Brown, Jamal Shedd, Shaq Burrell, Miles Burns. They all going to be playing this Sunday at the Pro-Am starting at 12 o'clock at Fundy Record. Some of these guys, Jim, a lot of these guys was on your watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'll never forget this as long as I live. J.J. Caldwell, you brought his name up. I remember being on the phone with that kid. I'd never forget. Because you lose some.
Before you go there, hold up. Shannon Shorter, Derek Griffin, that's Derek Griffin, the Harrison twins, Texas Southern players, and Tank Thomas players. I just want to get at the Harrison twins is in the building.
Oh, man.
Come on. Zacarias Moore, Mr. Excitement.
Who? Is that the invited list or that's the confirmed
No,
list?
they in this week, dog. They playing Sunday.
I'm just trying to make sure. We're not
No, they on the team. They play. These are the matchups on Sunday.
Okay.
That's going to be good.
Guess what? One name, because he's still over there winning. He got a Rosetta Stone, but he's still over there winning. D'Angelo Harrison, he's still winning. They just lost. They just lost, so he got to get all the way back across the wall.
You know, look, one of the best players in Houston never make the league.
Absolutely.
Straight up dog.
Guess what summer team he played on, y'all?
I said that for you.
Guess what summer team? Say it for me, Chris. I don't want to talk about it.
You mean the team?
No, Chris.
Hold up. You mean the team that I gave the name to the dude? You mean the one that I don't get credit for? That team? Oh,
hey, Chris, you've been affecting my life for a long time. Hey,
can't call him T-Mac. We got to call him something else.
Chris, you've been affecting my life for a long damn time, I see. Hey, y'all, I went over Chris when I first met him, Jim. I went over, he had a cold little apartment. Chris had a bachelor pad out this world. Hey, Chris, I went over there. I ain't in the door for 5 minutes, man. The man told me, hey, man, send me one of them checks, man. Send me one of them checks, man. I need some of them checks you give this dude right here. I got some dudes over here. I said, this man ain't no good. You went straight at my juggler, Jimmy. He didn't ask me out on a date. He didn't ask me to take me for dinner. He said, man, give me some of that money, man.
Hey, man. It takes money to run them programs, bro. It takes money to run them programs. I told you I had to learn, man. I had to fight the Houston Hoops. Jimmy, no. How much money them kids give you for those that year that you was doing? How much? 2 years.
2 years.
How much money they give you?
Only one gave me some was John Henson.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, Chris,
Chris.
Yeah, I'm here. You get me?
somebody just asked, what's the update on Charles Smith, who
Yeah,
played
prayer.
for you?
Yeah, prayer view.
Prairie View.
Prayer view. So he got his degree. And he's finishing up. Byron Smith did a good job. Hey, and guess what? Guess one of the places when they came down. Remember we had the event at the Final Four. The dad came to the Final Four to meet with Byron and all that, and Byron got the deal done. And here's the other thing, guys, that I again not even saying that. And I'm sure people on the feed know more than me. It's their prayer view. I was three of our statisticians. They're all HBCU people, right? And one of them was the associate athletic director at Alcorn State. And another one, y'all know Ryan McGinty worked at TSU. It wasn't Ryan, but somebody was a protege of his, went to PV. I think Ryan, did Ryan go to PV, Jimmy? I think Ryan went to PV, didn't he?
Ryan used to be the SID and worked at Prairie View as well before coming
Right,
over there.
right. So this young lady worked for him. But here's the deal. The way they describe Prairie View, they say, listen, man, you got to understand something. Prairie View got big time facilities. I was like, what? They said, as far as HBCUs are concerned, Prairie View's situation is a lot better because they were comparing it to Alcorn and they were talking about Dion. They were talking about all these. It was a whole HBCU. There was a whole HBCU thing. They was like, no, you got to understand something. Prairie View's football facilities are top notch. Prairie View got the baby dome. They renovated it. They would start going in talking about. I was sitting there going like, Prairie View for real? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about like PV stuff as far as like you look at Grambling and Southern as far as comparable to everybody else. There's like Prairie View's like a Power 5 compared to all the rest of the schools. Is that true?
Absolutely. I've been there. I've been to all of them, Chris.
They were telling me that.
It's the best.
Right.
It's the best. But I'm gonna tell you something. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get them right. Alabama A&M, they do basketball facility. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's in the big leagues.
Really?
Alabama A&M, brand new facility. We was one of the first when we came in there. I mean, they still had boxes around there that they ain't opened up. It's brand new, unbelievable. I didn't know Alabama A&M had it like that. Yes.
Really?
But they got a lot of land, though. They got a lot of land.
Yeah, but they got that money, but they got that A&M money. Jimmy know this, but know this better than me. Like, didn't they go into the A&M arm or something so they get more money or something like that? Is that how it works?
It's just an agricultural Prairie View.
So
they trying to get away from them. They trying to get away from their homeboy.
They've been in the pockets of Texas A&M. Yeah, for years.
And they trying to break away from that, Jimmy, I heard.
They the one who helped structure the deal for the stadium to get built. It was influenced by the Texas A&M folk, put it like that. So, but they trying their best to get them up under that now. You have different in due time, but I mean the HBCU conversation once again.
They look good.
I asked earlier before you came, Chris. They have as of a week and a half ago, they had 8 scholarships open, unused, unapplied at Prairie View. And I challenged everybody to tell me the one person that checked and found out and asked when it's going to be try to get in the Prairie View's team camp, elite camp, or whatever, even though they may not be having one. But have you even say, well, damn, that's 8 sitting over there. And I can try to go and get one of these. They can split one in half for me. Let me get up in there.
With college
But
basketball.
then
They can't split them in college basketball. We'll keep going now.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, in basketball, you mean?
Yeah,
no,
basketball.
No, in baseball and track.
Baseball, you definitely
Yeah,
get 11 pools. You get 11 pools in baseball, and you can split the rest. That's true.
And golf too.
Yes. Yes, and I'll say this, man. So it's interesting because I had a hat on my mind. I was asking. I don't know if Paul Miranda said I was mispronouncing Alcorn, but I asked him. I said, man, why don't African Americans give back? Because he's in a fundraising arm at the university. And he started breaking. I said, man, tell me about how it works in the C suites and academic play, academia, the people that the presidents and all that kind of stuff and the fundraising. Why? You know what he said? He said, Chris, you got to understand, and that's why you need people to sit you down sometime. Because I've been on the PWI side, and I may be critical. I said, man, I can't go work at them schools. I can make $500,000 here. Why would I go make work for 100 be the head coach? I'd rather be the assistant coach. It just doesn't work. I said, would you hire a coach from a Power 5? Why is it y'all always hire guys from within that system? The HBCU system, because they understand it and they won't come in and try to impose their will. Well, man, in Wisconsin, we did this. Why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? I said, y'all saw what Deion did. Deion made it better. He raised the level. Y'all might not like what he wanted to hear. And guess what? He also brought his own resources to it. He didn't just come in and point the finger at y'all and do what Ed Reed did and then run. He said, guess what? I got all the resources to bring here. I'm going to bring them here. Now, I ain't going to be up alone now. I'm gonna show y'all where the stuff is buried at and how y'all can get to it. Now, you either want to hide your hand in the sand or you want to get on board with this, because he was like, man, Jackson State was getting love before that. I said, listen to me, man. You can say what you want about Jackson State and how they feel the stadium. Didn't nobody know it but y'all in Jackson and the HBCU. When Deion came, the world knew Jackson State. Understand that.
That's and you said the word. My people overseas in England and France, they knew about Jackson State. Robert, what about the Jackson State?
Exactly. They didn't know that. So the other point he was making was, Chris, you got to understand something. My mama was the first person to graduate from college that generation. We don't understand nothing about giving back. What you mean give back? My great-grandma didn't go to college. Give back to what? They trying to survive. These people that you talk about that give money back to universities, they got generations of people that have gone to college.
Yeah.
Some of these people don't have a family member and they family has ever been to college.
Absolutely.
So giving back, they trying to survive. That's disposable income, Chris. You know what I'm saying? What you want to empty well? It's a well there, but ain't no water in it.
And their wheels. And their wheels, they leave a certain amount percentage to the college.
Yeah. How many black folks got wheels? So I'm saying is like at the end of the day, not only having money, but having wheels. You know what's funny, man? I was also talking to a dude that was there.
Jimmy can't get off of this gold toilet. I don't like that, Jimmy. I don't like that comment, but keep on going, Chris. I'm sorry.
No,
don't worry about it, Chris. I shouldn't have said nothing because yours is more important. Jimmy being messy, man. Come on.
But listen, so this one cat that was there, he played at Missouri State for Conzo Martin. He was helping out. He's from Philly, was helping out at the event, and he's finishing his PhD. And he said to me, he says, Chris, I said, what you doing now? He said, man, I'm getting ready to get my PhD. I said, that's awesome, man. Good. That's cool.
Who, Conzo Martin?
No, he played for Conzo.
Okay, Conzo Martin. Okay.
Missouri State when Conzo first started. He says, I'm getting my PhD.
Okay.
So I had just recently learned a fact that only about less than 3% of this country have a PhD in this country, less than 3%. Mm-hmm. And he hit me with, no. I said 0.7%. 0.7% of people with PhDs in this country are African-American. I was like, damn. So now that's a hell of a goal to shoot for. Instead of trying to play for the Bobcats or trying to play for the Pelicans, but we don't want to bring up the Pelicans because your boy going through it right now. Lord have mercy. Your boy Zion Williamson.
Leave him alone. Hold up. I got something for y'all. Hold up. I got something for y'all. Hold up, Jim. Check this out.
Oh, terrible shirt. That's what it is. Oh, terrible shirt.
Man, you
terrible shoes.
He's a hater, man. I don't like it.
Man, what's up, baby?
Leave him alone. Hey, Chris, you see that young man shaking hands right there to the left? Chris Walker, that's Terry Chinko. That's going to be our candidate going against, went to school with Little Robert. He's going to be our candidate going against Ted Cruz. This is the video that Jeffrey Day made for me. He and Gary Carter was out at the golf tournament. And this is some of the stuff. I played it early in the show. but I want to play it toward the end. Let y'all know what you missed, Chris Walker, when you didn't come down. Oh, that's that dude right there, Walt. That's that dude. Don't hate. That's the dude right there.
Solomon?
No, that was me. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
That's like Jimmy right there. That was like Jimmy right there.
Who the hell is that?
That's Chris Walker. Look at me, Walt. Look at me, Walt. Look at me, Walt. Don't hate me, Walt. I know Walt over there hating like, hey, but thank you so much, Jeffrey Day. Watch this. My dude roll that in for me. Watch this. Hey, Walt.
Hey, hold on. Somebody, you said run against Ted Cruz.
Yes, he's gonna be a Senate.
Somebody else running against. Oh, they must be running against the Republican side with Ted Cruz.
Yeah, no, he's on the Democratic side.
Oh,
yeah. In Texas, everybody's scared of Ted Cruz. This youngster say he ain't scared of him. Terry Chinko, guess what he did, Chris? He asked me. I said, dude, you ain't but 28 years old, man. Get what he told? I said, you got to be 30. He said, by the time I get sworn in office, I'll be 30. I said, you look confident. Supreme confident. Great young man. I've been knowing the kid for a long, long time. I'm gonna send you a link. Send him a couple dollars or something. You know, every little bit help.
Just tell him don't George Santos my money. Just tell him that, okay? Don't George Santos my money. That's all I got to say.
I can't stand y'all. I can't. But Jimmy, how you gonna close? I just had to show that. But by the way, Jimmy, thank you, Jeffrey Day. Thank you, Gary Carter. They came out to the golf tournament. They called me and said, Rob, we want to come support you. And they put that little video together for us. And thank you so much. The Brown and Dean Foundation Golf Tournament, where I sit on the board. I wish you could have been there, Chris. But guess what? We didn't need you. We raised a whole lot of money without you. So next year.
You have my boy Kelton now. I see you got that wine.
No. I sent you the link. I sent you the link, and you didn't send a donation.
How do you know? You run the donation?
Yeah, I talk to my people, man. I'm on the foundation. Duh.
Oh, so they know who sent money, who don't
send
money?
Yeah, they know who sent money.
I like that foundation. You got that kind of control?
Yeah, they know who sent money. Your ass. Hey, if you go to the Bible, when they came around for the collection plate, and Jesus said, Jesus had to say something about it. Come on, this you didn't give all. So guess what? If Jesus watching the collector's plate, guess what? Maybe the foundation is.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give $1. They say, well, why was Chris Walker better? I say, because he gave all he had.
That's all I wanted. That's all we wanted. Back to Zion. Jimmy. He's a basketball player, right? He's good at basketball, and he know how to play. You just don't know how to play. See, some people, you don't know how to be a player. He got gals hollering about him on the what you call. He's a player. Leave Zion alone. Leave that little boy alone. He's knocking him down.
Hey, you know they had a third one came on social media a couple of hours ago.
Oh my God.
I know you were gonna go. Oh my goodness.
A third one.
That's okay. Jimmy, he can afford them.
You know what? I think a lot of people, they're looking at, and I use this analogy. I used this very analogy on the Chop Shop about 2 months ago. And I'm going to remind you what I said. I said, if you just say, I'm going to go all the way to the left, I'm going to remix it. If you like girls with no teeth and you become a millionaire, you gonna still like girls with no teeth.
Not necessary.
Yeah. You might like others as well. You have access to others. But in your heart, in your soul, if that's what you like, it's just like food, Adam. When you came up the chain, there were certain foods that you like before you even had your first car. You still eat some of those same foods, but then you've been introduced and you can afford other meals as well. But some of the other stuff, you sit at the table at old Ain't Thelma house, say, man, I've been waiting to get some of this syrup out the molasses, out the yellow can, or some of these preserves on my biscuit.
I
So
sure
now
love the
with
way y'all
now,
talk about Zion, and some of y'all be doing the same thing.
You were in the boom boom room talking about it. I ain't saying nothing about him. I just said, damn.
That's what I'm talking about.
so that's the thing. So I think a lot of people they see what the chicks look like, and some people hating and saying like, well, man, and he getting some of the pressures because
Them girls know what the hell they doing. Them girls pros. I don't know what the hell they talking about. Them girls know what the hell they doing. And little Zion Zion said, I don't need no condom on. I'm going raw she Wallace up in you.
well, my point is this:
Yes.
that little girl that PJ Washington had, who got Shaq now, them little girls that couldn't get
Shaq
Shaq
shooting
off.
blanks though. Shaq shooting blanks right now. He don't care. He's shooting blanks.
Blanks make noise. Blanks make noise. Still say, how they
Hey,
sound, Chris?
y'all
How
better
blanks
quit
sound with
watching
you?
them tabloids, man. That ain't Shaq's gal.
Well, y'all crazy,
Of
man.
course, it ain't gotta be his gal. It ain't gotta be his. What in what world it had to be his gal from the blanks still make noise?
Hey, Rob, hey, Chris, watch this, Chris. See, you know what I love about all the women? Thank you, Zion. And I ain't heard now nobody say this. At least the girls are black. If it would have been a white girl, y'all would have been going crazy. Man, he got three sisters fighting over him. Hey, he's a player. I don't know what y'all talking about. He is a player. Hey, it ain't tricking if you got it hurt. Zion said, baby, I'm gonna move you down here with me. I need all of my hookers down here with me. I'm moving.
What?
Yeah, he told her. Oh, she showed the main text. But one thing I had to tell him, I looked at the phone that she sent the text from. Baby, get your screen fixed. Don't be messing with no millionaire with a broke ass screen, little mama. I'm just telling you, if you're gonna put him out there like that, get your damn screen fixed. Get your screensaver,
She
a
probably
screen
just
cover.
broke it when she saw the news. When she saw the news about the other girl, she
Yeah,
might have broke it right.
you've been over here doing this to me just last week. Chris,
No,
you've been over here shooting it all.
Wow.
go.
Wow.
Wait till you read what the third girl allegedly broke.
Ain't no telling. Hey, I see why I love you, Zion, but I see why you ain't been playing no basketball. I know
Hey,
what you has been playing with.
no, no,
Them girls got some basketballs, boy.
no. That third would say, "How dare you not let me get none of that in my mouth? How dare you not?
I love her. I love her. I love her. Hey
Can't
man,
make yourself up,
hey
man.
Oh
y'all,
man,
hey man, I'm
brother
making
Pop
light of
Song,
it,
man.
but
Brother Pop
man,
Song.
that little boy, man, hey, them rich dudes, man, y'all don't know what they go through, man. I had one cup. I had a few of them in my life. Y'all want to know what them dudes be going through with them women, man. Dude, it's
New
hard on them
Orleans
little dudes,
undefeated.
man.
I bet you it
New Orleans
is.
undefeated.
I bet you it is,
The
man.
man said Zion Cannon. I mean, my said
My take.
and he
Yeah,
was
man.
at. Hold up, Chris. Did you see the baby reveal? Did you see it?
No.
Oh, Chris, hold on. Watch Zion. He proud as
My
hell.
baby,
Watch it. Watch
you
this,
gonna see
man. He
this at some
proud.
point. I don't know what the future holds. My baby, you gonna see this at some point. I don't know what the future holds, but mommy and daddy love you. You don't know nothing else in this world. Know that mommy and daddy love you.
And he said, I don't know what the future gonna hold, because I might not be with little mama's ass. But mom and daddy love you right now. But I might be with me another one of these guys, because I might upgrade her. I mean, that's what he said.
That's crazy, man.
Boy, it must be good. Hey, I see why these kids want to get in the NBA, man. I
Oh, man.
see.
I saw
Hey
the
man,
Pecos, man. It's crazy.
no, I mean, you know what's so crazy is that when these guys, a lot of these talking about the NBA players, these young boys, most of them in the NBA came through like top 100 camp, and there'll be
Chris.
somebody that come and speak to them there. Then when they get drafted or they make a team, get signed, they have a rookie orientation. They all have to
Yeah.
travel to New York City. right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
And they
go.
go in New York City to the NBA headquarters, and they will go and they will sit there and people will speak to them about things to look out for, different signs to tell about these chicks, and how you can tell. And it was one year that a young lady had came up on the stage and had been circulating through the hotel, and they was telling them because at that time during those days the thing that the scare was AIDS back then. At
Mm-hmm.
that time, that was the old man, the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl came up there and said she had been flirting with several of these guys throughout the last 24 hours, and could have went to bed with some of them if she
Mm-hmm.
wanted to.
Easy.
But she's there to let them know she was HIV positive, and it's just that easy
Mm-hmm.
for you to have been got.
Yeah.
If she wanted to. And that was supposed to have been a wake up moment that time that particular year that the young lady had did that because that was a real
Yeah.
story. She wasn't faking. They had planted her there to go and just flirt with some of those guys, and of course they paid her as well for her time and for to offset the embarrassment of herself.
Hey,
But if that wasn't no social media back then. If that would have
Right.
been social media, it might would have hit home with a lot of these young guys when she got up there and did that.
and Jim, I want to add, if y'all gonna use my stuff, please give me credit because we got somebody else on this damn feed. He go use my stuff on CBS Sports. It won't give me the credit for nothing in the world. I ain't gonna call his name out. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna.
I don't say Rashid Wallace on CBS.
No, but you use my other stuff on there.
Hey, what would happen if you say Rashid Wallace?
Oh, listen, that's done.
No, don't
What
do
would
that,
happen?
Chris. No, no,
It depends on how you use
no,
it, but
no, no,
yes,
Jimmy. I got another one for you, Jimmy. Raul Mondesi. Hey, Raul Mondesi.
But that ain't basketball. Rashid Wallace is
No,
giving
I know, but
him. Chris Walker's bosses would think he was
uh,
giving that would be
hey,
to give
hold on,
homage.
Jimmy.
Hey man, I
Jimmy,
just got to thank Rashid Wallace
Jimmy, I
for
got
his.
another one. I got another one for you, Jimmy.
And you
Jimmy,
do that
I
one
got another
time,
one for you,
Seymour,
Jimmy.
you
Jimmy,
what?
Rorschach Redemption. Hey,
Hey, I got another one. I got one. I got a new one. I got a new one for you, Chris. I got a new
go
one.
ahead.
In the words of Nick Saban,
uh-huh.
wrong time.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, Jimmy. What you just said.
Y'all forgot about Lou Rawls.
Yeah, that's a good one. Jimmy, I'm in a hotel in a city
Oh
with a
man.
basketball team. I got there before they. The players arrive at a certain time in the city. We on the road. I'm in the lobby. I seen this gal. I promise she's bad. So I had to say something. So me and her get to talking and sitting in the lobby and talking and talking. It's talking, right? I ain't tell her what I did, what I was waiting on. I'm just talking. We just kicking. I'm really trying to, hey, what's up? Jimmy. She finally told me what she was there for. She said, look, I'm here because I know what time the players going to stay in this hotel.
Mm.
She said, I'm here to meet one of them. I'm in to meet either one of them. I said, how you going to do it? All I'm going to do is just get on the elevator. When they get on the elevator, one of them going to say something.
Damn.
We got 15 millionaires. She said, one of them going to say something. And I got right on it. My dude, when I saw my dude with me, I told him, don't you look nowhere near that thing. I kind of hipped him. But boy, I promise you, I can't tell you who he is. One of them got.
Hold
One
up,
of them went.
hold up, but if you didn't say that to your dude when he got,
Oh, hell yeah, he was going to get him. Hell yeah. Hey, hell yeah. But see, these guys think y'all cute and think y'all cool. Man, these girls, man, they just, dude, they way it back. Dude, they know. Dude talking about he saw Tyrone Hill with them girls at the All-Star game. He was with 212s. Yes, it's happening. When you in the NBA, you in the NFL. You in the NBA, man. Hey, dude, I don't blame them young dudes, man. for wanting to get in that under. Now I don't know why. I know where their mama want to get in there too. Their mama want to ride around and look like But hey, Jimmy, that NBA is a good life, man. If you, it's good work if you can get it.
Dude's making $50 million a year, man.
Yes, sir.
$50 million a year.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. I can sit up and say all day long, right? Hey man,
Oh,
you need a law degree. Hey man, you need to be a doctor. Hey man, you do this. Hey man, Steph Curry make $50 million a year, man. The hell you talking about? You talking about shoot for the moon? I'm shooting for the moon.
Hey Jimmy, I'm out here doing all this talking. She waiting on one of the millionaires. She said, "You thousandaires." I'm sorry, man.
That's no. You stole my line.
Hey, another thing. Hey, it was nice talking to you, Mr. Robert. But I'm finna get on this elevator with them dudes. I said, "Oh my God, I can't win. I can't win, man." Hey, but guess what?
She called you a thousandaire.
No, she didn't say that. Hey, I know what you're thinking. Hey, I know what you're thinking, Chris. I'm saying, wow.
Coach. So what you saying is just like them dudes look at the NBA like, damn, I want to play there one day. You tell me there's girls like, I want to be there one day with him. That's what you said.
What? If you was a girl, would you?
Well, unless you're Rihanna, because Joel Embiid shot his shot hard.
Well, he ain't got no game. He ain't got no game.
He's like, nah.
She wanted ASAP Rocky. She wanted somebody to go up with her ASAP. She didn't have time. she didn't have time. He didn't put two. Hold up. I like ASAP Rocky. He didn't put two babies. No. He didn't put two babies in a millionaire.
A billionaire.
Billionaire.
Yeah, billionaire.
Jimmy. She got one and it had one. When she was up there dancing at the Super Bowl, she had one in the oven. ASAP Rocky, my hero.
So that make him smart?
Hell yeah. He better than them little girls arguing over Zion.
So that make him smart, then what is Kanye West? Because he put 4 in Kim Kardashian.
I ain't mad at it. Hold up. All I can say, I ain't mad at it.
Y'all crazy, man. I'm out, man.
Last but not least, want to let you guys remind you guys, I'm excited for this afternoon, and of course, again, thanks to the John Stovall and Carlton DeBose and the Nike administration. They've brought me back to St. Louis to return to the staff of the Nike Elite 100. So
that's what's going on now?
That's where I'm right now. I'm at the hotel.
Oh, okay.
And I just came up in the
That's why you got an outfit on. I was wondering why you was outfitted up.
I got my little old windbreaker. Look. So, but there's 105 kids here. These are rising 10th graders, rising 11th graders. So technically, people used to say 9th and 10th graders. I just try to get out of stuff that's not. Their school is out for most kids. Now, some of them may be still in school, but for most, school is out right now. So they are rising sophomores, rising juniors.
Okay.
And this camp has long served a great purpose in helping to identify the next ones beforehand. This was a must stop because back in the days, it didn't matter what sneaker line you played on. You still had a chance to get an invite into this camp. Well, as the Nike grassroots circuit grew, and in a lot of the teams and the programs had grievances. They would say, "Well, man, look, we being loyal to y'all, we going to get these players, and you're looking over us to go and get other players. Why not give our players the opportunity?"
Right.
And that's when that was a good grievance, a good beat.
Yeah.
So the Nike started. So 99% of the players, 95% will be those who have played under the Nike EYB or EYBL. So now they get invited, and it's about 4 days. Corey Alexander, many of you guys know him now. You probably didn't know him much before when he operated this particular camp. The actual skills and drills in that component of it, but he's with ESPN now. So it adds another dimension because now it's like, okay, they'll probably listen to him a whole lot more and have more energy when he asks for energy because he And that's how when you watch Corey Alexander talk, he gets to know these players in the 10th grade now. That helps you as an analyst. That helps you a great deal. You get to meet the
Absolutely.
character at the
Yeah.
10th grade. So a
Absolutely.
guy like Corey, perfect personality because he is great at what he do. Not saying none of the other guys weren't great. They were great as well. You know, Mike, Mike Morris was
Yeah.
before him,
Mike Morris.
and
Yeah.
Kevin Eastman used to run this camp before
Yeah.
him. And, you know, and a lot of other guys.
So Corey
And
running the skills part now.
yes,
Okay.
Corey was running it before. Corey had started maybe 2 years before the pandemic,
Okay.
and remember, ESPN picked up Corey because they started doing those high school games when they
Yes.
during the
Yeah.
pandemic, and he was being the announcement, and they loved his personality, and
He
he
good.
had the resume.
He good.
He had the resume.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, a McDonald's All American, University of Virginia. You know, got well loved. He had the resume, and he was a brother. He's a brother face because everybody that was calling those games was not looking like us. You
Right.
know, Reggie Rankin maybe got one or two assignments back before he was already long gone to Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. John Stovall, this crop, everybody that I flew in last night. That's why you guys missed me. I was traveling yesterday. So I flew in last night, and hell, I didn't realize I didn't have to be here till this afternoon. They didn't send me the schedule. It was like, well, the staff gonna be here on Wednesday. I'm like, well, I come in last night,
Nobody.
and that's when you realize, yo, how I came in last night and went straight to the room. Got a snack from downstairs. Went straight to the room. Went to work. Went to bed. That's when you know you're getting old. In back in the day,
No,
get
you're getting
what?
smart. You ain't getting old. You just getting smart.
When,
That's all right.
when Sandra took me to the airport yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
last night. Know what she said last night?
Well,
When I got the bag out the bag, she say, "Wait a minute, you going to St. Louis? And that's the only bag? That's all you taking? Is that one bag?"
mm-hmm.
I say, "Yeah, that's all I'm taking." She say, "I'm proud of you. I'm impressed." I mean, I didn't realize she checking my bag. I used to come out of Atlanta, 3, 4 bags, garment bag with another bag with one roller. That means
You don't learn.
I ain't
You don't
going
learn
nowhere.
how to pack.
Learn
Yeah.
how to pack. Yeah. Well, you know you don't come home with a duffel bag. I explained that I'm leaving
That's
with
what I was
one.
about
I'm
to
gonna
say.
come home with.
But the Nike stuff
I'm gonna come
anyway.
home with a duffel bag.
Right. That's
You
right.
know,
Got it,
I'm
man.
gonna be a duffel bag boy when I come home now. But I want to give a shout out to these 12 guys from Texas.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 13 in the young men from Texas that are here.
Give it to him.
And Alejandro Aviles, he plays with Live On. Hudson Greer plays with Pro Skills.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Tomes, he plays with Drive Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah Green plays with Pro Skills. Jermaine O'Neal Jr. plays with Drive Nation. Cash Polk, he plays with the Houston Hoops. Caden Edwards, that's the young man we call Bug, plays with Pro Skills. Kingston Fleming plays with San Antonio Future. And bookmark that name. Remember that name. Nas Price. He plays with
Yeah.
the
Hold up.
Houston
Hold up.
Hoops.
Hold up. Hold up. I gotta get it. This is Nas. I like Nas. Hold up. Keep going.
Nigel Walls plays with the JL3. Parker Jefferson with the Houston Hoops. Sebastian Williams Adams, he's with JL3. And last but not least, Sheldon Henderson with JL3. And those are 13 guys. And of course, I know Thaddeus Moody's watching. It's funny 'cause I got the team rosters. I had those a couple of days ago, and what I do, I comprise like the point totals after every session, and then supply it, keep it in the document, give it to the staff. That way they can look at it and all that stuff. So I do a lot of that stuff. That's my function at this camp every year.
Okay.
And but one of the young men from Chicago, Jeremy Fears' little brother, Jeremiah Fears.
Mm.
He's going to be in the backcourt. He's on the same team with Sheldon Henderson. I
Mm.
wish they could have went against each other because everybody in Chicago talking
Yeah.
about he's going to be better than Jeremy Fields. He's going to be, and I wish they could have went against each other.
Right.
But but that
Well,
same
stick
team,
Nas on it. Stick Nas on it.
Nas is on
He on
let's see,
another
I got,
team. Yeah, let's stick Nas on him then.
I might have left that thing in the room. The team that Nas on,
Oh, you down in the lobby?
and I'm in the concierge
Oh, you in the
lot.
concierge suite. Okay.
That way it was easy. I know breakfast was over. Not many people come through the.
Right.
Everybody's in town. They doing what they doing. Not many
Right.
people in the hotel this time of day.
Good, man.
This was a smart play, whether you just going and see, and there was lighting, better lighting than here. But that's the thing, though. That's camp will be going until Sunday. Um, and I'll keep you guys posted every day on rcssports.com on how the young people are doing. Remember, I'm going to be consistent and going to be stern. Remember, I'm not looking for good. I'm not looking for he did well. I'm looking for who did great from the
Gotcha.
area.
Okay.
And that's what I expect.
Well, tweet it out
Especially
too. Can you tweet a little bit out of
good
it too?
call. I might go on Twitter and put that out there about some people. A lot of people, oh man, he did good. Why he being so hard? Just like I reminded you guys, there were teachers that you had that did that. When your ass made a 69, you got a 69. And then some of those teachers be the main ones, the first ones you run back and speak to when you out of school. Hey man, thank you so much, Miss So and So. She was tight on me, man. Didn't give me nothing. I had to earn it. So these young men, I'm hoping that we can have about out of 13, Texas. I'm hoping that we can have about 5 that could really, really move the
Good.
needle after this camp.
Right.
5 is the over and under, I would think, that would be able to move the needle. I'm expecting 5 out that could believe it. It's not easy to excel at camps.
Right.
It's not, man.
You got to be a
That might
dude.
be Chris Walker's next thing to have a clinic to train to show people
Oh, hell.
how they can overcome and excel at elite camp.
Shit, he didn't excel in no elite camp. How in the hell you gonna get him to teach somebody?
I know how to excel. What are you talking about? They didn't have elite.
Hey, no, but before, hey, Jimmy, let me show you what Casey Williams and them did, man. I just get this text, Jimmy. Look, I just get this. They show me this. Y'all look at it. Look at it. They got the No Excuses program got a media day on Saturday. Jeffrey Day, media day on Saturday. Jeffrey Day, Extra Eyes Media on Saturday before media day from 1 to 4 p.m. at Funding.
Hey.
Media day, man.
Hey, that's gonna be a lot of those young media guys gonna be at U of H team camp, but they can slide on over. That's right around the
Yeah,
corner.
they can slide over there.
They can slide over. They
Yeah.
can slide over.
Hey, Chris Walker, go and do the camp, but Chris Walker gonna charge the hell out y'all, cause I'm gonna work that camp with him. He gonna charge you. He already said he ain't doing nothing free no more.
Scholarship is worth 40 to 50 to 80,000 a year. Why shouldn't I charge? I'm trying to
Absolutely.
help you.
Absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. I concur with you.
They pay Balenciaga, don't they?
Now that's you, Mr. Dior.
I'm just saying they pay them, don't they? Okay, I got Dior knowledge. Let's go.
I like that. I like that. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, Wesley Yates. You asked how many of those kids are 2024? No, these are rising sophomores and rising juniors, which would make them from the classes of 2026 and 2025 only. This is only that's eligible for Nike Elite 100. It's always been an underclassman camp.
Yeah, I
Always.
remember. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, is great.
Okay.
I'm telling you how good it is. Parents and spectators can't even come into the camp until the evening session. They don't even let them in because they want to be that way. They can be able to
Coach.
to mold them properly,
Right.
right? And without them having to look out the corner of
Up
their
there
eyes
in
at their mom and daddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a good thing. So it's gonna be awesome. I keep you guys posted.
Okay.
Once again, you guys go to social media, follow me, RCS Sports. I have updates on the website on rcsports.com after each day, letting you guys know how which Texas-based players shine brightest from day to day. That's a lot of games these guys gonna play. I'm telling you, they're playing like 2 to 3 games each day. That's about 9 games.
That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games.
So it's going to be very hard to be that consistent.
Wow.
Throughout all those games and be able to dominate.
Is that by design? Is that by design?
Well, I haven't seen Corey yet. I flew in last night. I've been at the hotel in downtown all day. The event is happening at SLU, which is right about 2 miles away. And But I don't know what I don't even really know. I got the schedule, but I hadn't looked at it that hard to see what exactly what changes, if any, that were made. I just know that it ends a little bit earlier on Sunday than it used to. Used to end about 12:30. I think the last game on Sunday is like 11:15. So which is cool. That way I get on back in
Okay.
and you know, of course with Nike they fly me out, take care of all the bells and whistles with all
Mhm.
that stuff. But at the same time, it's work to be done, and they'll start playing actual games this evening at 6 o'clock. Uh, and I'm looking. And another thing, they have 5 games to be going at the same time. It ain't no way for me to see everybody.
Mhm.
That's the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
no way to see everybody at all times. I got to pick the right two and beam in, then watch the next. Hopefully they're playing against two more on another team, and that way I'll be able to try to. I will see everybody, but at the end of the day, you know, we, hope, we see old Tina Jackson that joined us. What's going on, Tina, over
Yeah.
in Georgia? And Alpha Yoda came up on there, and
Alpha, you been there.
yeah, Alpha, that's okay. He been there.
But we out here. The
Anyway,
games
man,
won't be
it's
streamed,
time
Willie.
to get on the body.
The games won't
Huh?
be streamed, Willie.
No.
Okay.
That's why they don't let the players. They want to keep. I remember back in in years past, Hatter, they would they wouldn't even let the media in.
Yeah, I remember.
They would not let the media in. I remember Eric Bossi begging me, "Hey man, can you get Sherman Dillard, man, let me in." Guys would fly down and think they wouldn't even let the media in. Then they loosen up and start letting media in, but they still don't let the parents in until the actual games start. They let the parents come see their babies for that. But
All right,
there's a
but let's
lot
get out of here.
of LeBron James' youngest son is here. Carmelo Anthony's son is here.
Oh yeah.
Uh, 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 somebody else that played in the league. I know three.
Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal, but somebody else is on top of him. I can't think who is that has a son that's here as well. That's
Boozer son? Carlos Boozer? No.
The Boozers
no,
won?
it's not. No. Boozer them not him because USA basketball. Remember?
Yeah, US.
They have
That's
USA
right.
basketball.
That's right.
Trevor Ariza's son.
Yes. Okay, I saw. Okay.
Trevor Ariza's son is here. So that's it. Like I say, guys, it's gonna be fun. I'll keep you guys posted. I just hate the St. Louis Cardinals are not in town every other year. Then they have this Elite 100. I get a chance to go watch some little baby. Let me tell you something, Al. The St. Louis Cardinals fans, that atmosphere is super, man, for a baseball game.
Oh, that's a beautiful place. Yeah.
They love the Cardinals in St. Louis. That's why I always look. I can go and catch a game, have a big complex.
History go back to Bob Gibson, Kirk Flood, and all those guys back in the day.
Yeah.
Lou Brock, man. Lou Brock, baby. Lou Brock.
Lou Brock as well. Lou Brock came along after those guys, but I'm saying
Ozzie Newsome.
Goes way back in the day when they became really
cool. What Mindy at? Where Mindy? Mindy, I know who Ozzie Newsome was. She talking about somebody that don't know what.
Hey, if you want to real quick, if you want to know some great history about the St. Louis Cardinals, there's a documentary called After Jackie. And After Jackie, we'll talk about those three guys that played for the Cardinals and their organization and what they went through and built the Cardinals organization to what you see now.
Awesome.
Three brothers. Yeah, check it out.
After Jackie.
All right, fellas. I'll see y'all, man.
All right, I'm out too.
Yeah, Jeopardy. I don't see anybody.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.